me, come with a real, he hip in the front seat, get my meals, I'm gunning for the money, money in the bank, come with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah, I'm okay.
What up, though? Welcome to Whatever It's live on WordSports.com. Me, joined by some more action.
What up,
Chris,
though?
Nicholas Koloff, a.k.a. Microwave Nick.
Let's go.
Smash that like button. Be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. And welcome to the show. Breaking news, not really breaking news, but some surprising news to me. Sam Laporta practiced today, full participant. Did you see that?
I did not see that. That is good news, though.
Yeah, originally Dan Campbell made it sound like it was maybe like a 2-week injury.
And like we talked about it, this is a game that we could probably afford to not have Sam Laporta out there for and still perform pretty well. I would, if he's dealing with the injury still, I said I'd rather have him a little rested for Thanksgiving. But
yeah,
full participant, that's great news.
Full participer deck for sure.
Full participant deck.
Yo, so I saw somebody. It was like another person's mailbag, but shout out to Brad Holmes Bulge. He was the one that asked the question. Like Sammy Lapot's, is it the injury? Was it scheme? Is it a sophomore slump? Because he's on pace currently for like 600-something yards versus 900 yards. What, 10-plus touchdowns he had last year?
Yeah, they called me a madman when I said Sam Laporta would be the odd man out. It's just, it's a little bit of everything.
Dude, that honestly is another spinning call.
That is another spinning call. I'm not even just janking my own dick here. But I saw it coming because you have the Laporta and St. Brown factor. They're both so similar in the routes they run and the places they go in the middle of the field. And yeah, when you're taking away less snaps as a whole, you're obviously going to throw those routes more to Amon-Ra St. Brown than you would Sam Laporta.
Yeah.
Nothing against Laporta, but it's just Jameson Williams unlocks a new part of the offense. Both of the running backs are performing at such a high level, and you got Amon-Ra St. Brown that he's going to miss a couple. Tight ends are never supposed to be the guys getting 7 catches for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns.
They're clutch guys, like those big moment guys.
Big third downs.
Yeah,
you need a contested catch, red zone. That's where I like to see him used. And I figured it was going to be something like that. And so far it is. That's nothing against Laporta. He's still who he is. It's just the offense is more in-depth this year. There are more wrinkles. And the Jameson Williams factor, it takes away targets from everybody.
Yeah, I know last year we had that conversation. Is it Laporta or is it the scheme? I felt like it was, at first I was leaning towards scheme. But I thought it's a little bit of both because he does break tackles after the fact and whatnot. And I still think it's a little bit of both, but I think it does point towards that scheme, just his decline in production. Obviously, there's been injuries too. Like he hasn't always been readily available or 100% when available. We've even heard Dan Campbell make those statements about him. But for me, I think that just points to that scheme. But like you said, that's the cool thing. I got to meet Brian Branch yesterday. I got to meet Terry Arnold yesterday. And I texted Spinney last night. I was like, I get it. Like these are dudes. These are just like normal, regular guys who love ball. There was no uppityness. There was no. I met Kayvon 2 years ago, and that was a vibe I got off. And I know that's a lot of people said coming out of like his draft interviews and stuff like that. But like I've met athletes and they've always kind of had that superior feeling. With Brian Branch and Terry on, like they were just dudes. Like they weren't above you in that same room. You know what I'm saying? At least they didn't view themselves that way. You could tell the way they carry themselves, the way they conduct themselves in conversations. And yeah, Sam Laporta is that type of guy. So like, even though he's going to be missing some of the stats that we fantasy people projected him to have like this season, he's still just in it to win it. He's in it for the game. And I think he has had clutch moments too. The touchdown he had, was it the Texans? Or no, I'm thinking of
Laporta?
Texans did have a big touchdown.
Okay, it was the Texans, yeah.
Jared Goff on the run on that one.
Yeah, wide open.
JG had another one on the run last week to Brock, right? Or to Zylstra.
Hey, I'm extremely impressed with Jared Goff's mobility recently.
Jared Goff's been looking good when he decides to tuck the ball or to just roll out. He looks comfortable.
So I don't say who. It's like somebody on the show told you guys to be a little bit mobile once he gets more comfortable in this offense.
Yeah.
He just knows where everyone's going to be, man.
They called you a madman.
Doesn't look like a civilian out there, some would say.
Yeah, some might say that.
Yeah, I caught that. I'm going to speak on that at some point a little bit because we touched on it yesterday.
Chris said it earlier in the chat. We were the Woodward crash outs yesterday.
Yeah.
We really were. We were going,
Every second we were
everybody.
angry.
That's how we came up, man.
That's how it came up. We were the list killers. We were the.
And everyone's kind of just on the dick. So it's like kind of hard to do these days.
It is, but like, don't talk shit.
Don't talk shit.
I got a lot of slack from different people about the way I talked about it. And like, I said it like this. I don't care if Jesus Christ himself came in here and sat in that chair and said that same take. I'd say, Jesus, you're stupid. Like, because it's a dumb
Jesus,
take.
you're an idiot.
It's a dumb take. And,
Yeah.
good. I'm sure he's a good guy. I've never met him before. I don't fucking know. I don't
Great
really
guy.
care.
Great guy.
Yeah, great
But
guy.
like football.
Don't really care. But, like,
Yeah.
it's a dumb take. It's a dumb take. And you're going to get called out for it.
Brother,
Happens to me all the time.
Jesus didn't even have football in your day, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Come on, Jesus.
Come on, Jesus. Jesus.
Jeez.
Speaking of poo-pooing on people.
Shout out to Leo Cromartie.
Shout out to Leo Cromartie, real one. Do you have the photo of the Vikings fan?
I do.
This is the man.
It's doctored to a Vikings photo, right?
Oh, do you have the regular one too?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying our thumbnail's the original, right? And this is the doctored one?
Yeah. It's a doctored
Our
version.
thumbnail
All
is
right.
the original version of the picture.
There's a Minnesota Vikings fan account called the Minnesota that is constantly, I'm seeing it, I've been a part of it, making Lions fans crash out.
Yeah.
All right? Throwing us in spirals.
Rage
Just say
bait.
yeah,
There's
rage
a
bait.
lot of rage bait.
Rage bait.
And
A
he gets
lot
it.
of hate towards Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
This is
Because he
the
can't
man.
talk about his own team.
You can't. Even though his name's Minnesota, kind of embarrassing. This is the face behind the account. All right, this is the guy you guys are letting piss you off on football takes. All right, this fucking dweeb it's not even a pillow, which is like weird. And I guarantee you
the
that thing's
waifu
in a
pillow
lot
is
different
weird.
condition today than it was when he took that photo.
Oh, he's tearing that thing up for
but
sure.
also, is that a Galaxy phone with a fucking flip case? Are you 70 years old? Who the fuck is this guy?
Listen, I'm an anime guy. You know that.
Yeah.
Nah, that's even too far.
You don't claim him?
I don't claim that. That's Minnesota anime. I watch like fighting anime and a couple sports ones.
Sports anime?
Yeah, there's really good ones.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll try it out.
Haiku is about volleyball. It's really dope. Blue Lock is about soccer. There's a basketball one that's really good. I haven't seen it though, but yeah, that's weird. like that. I'm a nerd, I play a lot of video games. I read a lot of manga. I dabble in that world. I love RPGs and stuff like that. That's weird. That's weird behavior.
Pro-ho. Too weird for me. I'm only showing you Lions fans so you calm down, relax yourselves, and stop going. This is the people. Whenever you have someone, we deal with it every day, by the way. Like, we have nameless, faceless counts calling us all kinds of names. Everything under the sun.
Yeah.
All right? Just remember, these are the type of people
Nobody fucking with sun. Not
behind these
with
accounts.
Suns. I come
That's
with
why
guns.
that account is nameless. That's why that account is faceless. Because these are the type of fucking nerds, dweebs, and geeks talking shit on your Detroit Lions. Don't waste your breath. Don't give them engagement. Fuck them in the Minnesota Vikings.
Nick, he's your cousin. What do you have to say about him?
I don't claim him either. But that was a fire job by Lentz in the back there too.
Dude, Lentz had people convinced that was my real hair.
People actually thought that was me.
And me.
Oh no, we have the real version of the picture.
Yeah, the real version.
I can get the
picture.
Yeah, get that inside.
No, Lentz did a great job, but no, I cannot believe that
Spins
he
off.
would allow that video to be online while he continuously goes at people every single day. And like, why are you complaining about Lions fans and how they treat their own organization while you're over here beating it to a anime sex doll on the daily?
It's called a waifu pillow, Nick. Let's use proper verbiage here.
Let's not.
Okay, he's for sure fucking
He's for sure fucking it.
Anyone purchasing that is fucking.
And he posts
unless it's a child.
shit like that because he's trying to pay rent. And he's obviously can't be a functioning member of society because he has sex with pillows. So he has to stay in his house and tweet things to get his rent money.
You know, my son, he humps his pillow. He's 4. All right, this is a grown ass man. You have facial hair, and you decide to post that picture to let the world know you're fucking a pillow.
Yeah, and so this is the non-doctored photo.
We got it side by side.
Yeah,
You
we got
tell
it
me
side
which
by
is
side.
real.
Wild work. Now the one on the right is the real photo, correct?
The one on the right is the real photo.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks just like somebody I know. A real familiar face there.
Can't put a finger on it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I saw MPWMU in the Woodward Sports Chat asked, is anime like hentai films? Hentai is porn. Anime porn. Anime is just regular TV shows, but Japanese.
To be honest, though,
Japanese
anime
cartoons.
it
Toes the line.
put you in the toes the line.
Toes the line for sure.
Toes the line.
Yeah.
My son Bryson, that's what he's gravitated to.
Hell yeah.
And he gets that Netflix controller,
Yeah,
and
calm down.
No, that's right. I
Sometimes
can put B on to some fire.
I just gotta step in. I'm like, I don't know if you should be watching this, bud.
Tell him to. You should watch
Hero Academy or something like that.
My Hero Academia.
Yes.
That's a good one for him.
Yeah, but there was like fucking like.
There's a horny kid. There's always one of the characters is always the really horny one.
Yeah, but the girl on the screen was like literally like I was like, damn.
Oh, caked up. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I was like, this is ridiculous.
You should watch. You should put the golds out there for him. When you, no,
I'll have you make a list.
He's got to be a little older to watch some of the ones that I was gonna say.
I think he's too young to be watching My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia is one of the most like, because it's not like gory and stuff like that, and it's it's got a
I should
good
let him
message.
watch it then.
Yeah, you should know. You should let him watch it. That'll be
He's
appropriate
4
for
or
him.
5 now.
Let the boy watch.
I'm not Bryson. I'm 5. All right. And then the reason why this nerd pillow fucker came to the conversation is there's that photo of Kirby Joseph in there.
Yes.
And this is from after Jameson Williams gave out free turkeys to the community, by the way.
Yeah.
Alongside Kirby Joseph. No one seems to talk about that, Mr. Matt Derry. But anyway, this photo came from them, and somebody brought a Matthew Stafford jersey.
Yeah.
And Kirby. Oh, that's not the one.
Oh, whoops, my bad. Hit the wrong one.
That was racist of you, honestly.
That was racist.
All right.
I mean,
spin
like,
zone,
what are we
spin
doing?
zone, spin
That was
zone.
crazy.
We're not getting.
All right,
We're not getting that.
We'll
We're not
pretend
letting
that
this
happened. We'll
narrative.
pretend that happened. But anyway, Kirby was
the
brought the
wrong
Matthew Stafford
button,
jersey. He thumbs downed it. But that's the beef. But
He's never played with him.
Nope.
Kirby has nothing that ties him to Matthew Stafford other than Matthew Stafford calling him a dirty player. He's never played with. They've never been teammates. I'm fine with it.
Which is also a false narrative created by the pillow fuckers. So it's like, I understand Kirby having beef with Matthew Stafford, like throwing gas to the flame.
Yes.
Like, fuck that. There's never literally been I maybe check my history. I'm pretty goddamn sure there's never been a fine against Kirby Joseph for any of those hits that these fucking pussy ass fan bases are calling dirty.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I would hate that too. You try to make like you're a name in this league. Your name, just like in general, Matthew Stafford, you've been playing a long time. It's very irresponsible of you to go out there and say that shit, especially knowing you're mic'd up, no one's gonna be clipped, or just even saying it in interviews after the fact. Like that's no flag. That's how you tackle bigger people than you.
Yep.
Like I'm sorry, you're a quarterback your whole life, a damn good one.
Literally every time a safety or a defensive back tackles a tight end, that's how they tackle them.
And
Every single time in every single game, every week.
for the
It
purple
happens.
pillow fuckers, you're a safety, you're a stud. Harrison Smith came out and even said, no, that's a clean hit.
He does it all the time.
Does it all the time.
Every single game. Harrison Smith makes that exact play every single game.
But either way, I wanted to turn the
That's how the
question around
NFL
then
wants
too,
him to tackle.
because we posted on the Woodward Sports story. Some people still voted their Stafford. They didn't like Kirby doing this. I'm team. I mean, it's one play or die, right? I mean,
Let him go.
Yeah, what's going on?
Let him go, everybody. He moved on. He's got a hot new girlfriend now. He got a Super Bowl over there. Let him go. Kirby Joseph is our little ting. He's our little piece now, you know? That's who we should
Little
be
ting,
backing.
you know?
Like, I understand. I'm a Stafford guy. I like Matt Stafford. I liked him a lot. I went to battle for Matt Stafford a lot. He's gone, and he's never coming back. So just let him go. Embrace Kirby. Embrace him thumbs downing a guy that talks shit about him. That's fine. I'm cool with it. And I like Stafford.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. You have a guy who is doing some things that haven't been done since a man named Ed Reed did them. He is leading the league in interceptions since entering it in 2022.
And
with
guess
15
what?
of things.
When Kirby Joseph becomes a first-team All-Pro this year, he'll already have a better Lions legacy than Matthew Stafford. He does already, really. He's already got a better legacy for the Detroit Lions than Matthew Stafford does. And when he becomes an All-Pro this year, first-team All-Pro, is going to cement it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Because Stafford has the individual accolades.
Yeah.
Kirby has the team success.
Yeah.
So when Kirby gets recognized, as he will this year,
Once he gets that All-Pro stamp, I'm with you on it.
Possibly Super Bowl MVP.
because I don't think Stafford was ever an All-Pro. Or,
No, I
an
think he never
All-Pro
was
with
an
the
All-Pro.
Lions.
No.
Pro Bowl once or twice, but
Yeah.
Big
Even
pick
then,
six in the
like,
Super Bowl.
we know how the Pro Bowl works.
yeah.
But there's a backup quarterback. I don't even think he's on the Ravens anymore.
Tyler Huntley
floating around there somewhere.
had like 6 touchdowns that year.
Your boy Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Fucker was a Pro Bowl guy
Who?
too. Mac Jones. Yeah. All right. Well, we got a lot of stuff for you. Lots of Detroit Lions stuff. Some Detroit Pistons stuff. Conversations are getting interesting there. Chris's guy. What's his fucking name from the Ringer? Did a redraft.
Jeff
And
Simmons.
Bill Simmons.
Bill Simmons.
Bill
The
Simmons.
guy.
It's crazy. He used to be like a household name.
That's my dog.
He was, what was he on?
ESPN.
Yeah,
He started 30 for 30s.
He did the draft. He was good at it. He started a lot of shit during the draft.
Yeah,
They
I
had
like
to
Bill
take him
Simmons.
off.
He's got the iconic draft of when they took Anthony Bennett, and you hear whoa.
Yeah.
That's him.
That's a good impersonation.
It was even in the video game too. It was crazy, like the My Player.
Yeah, Bill Simmons used to come in and talk shit for sure.
All right. Well, it's our turn to talk shit. But before we do that, let me tell you guys about Mark White. If you're buying or selling a home, Mark White will get you right. Just dial him up at 248-290-8242 or visit markwhitesales.com. You can save up to $5,000 on the closing costs of your new home. He's also a great guy and a Detroit Lions fan. Check him out. It's markwhitesales.com.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and woodwardsports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit michigansportsandspine.com or call 248-426-9944.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on sports.com. Me, joined by Spimo Rax, young Chris, Nicholas Koloff, a.k.a. Microwave Nick, a.k.a. the Purple Pillar Freaker.
Oh, stop
Because
it.
Phil has a problem with F-bombs around her. Well, I'm okay with it. Maybe kids in the car. Either way,
Fuck it.
I'm going to call an audible real quick because you guys kind of talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I also go hand in hand with one of the conversations I had with Brian Branch yesterday. Are the nicknames getting out of hand, the Detroit Lions all? Are we trying to force things?
I think we are. I mean, what other nicknames are there?
Because we did a segment on it, but we couldn't come up with anything off the top of our head. But like,
For Kirby and Branch?
yes, there's one I like.
Were you the one that pushed
There's
that
one that Branch approved. What'd you say?
Are you the one pushing that one is the question.
You're pushing the agenda.
This one, yes.
To him.
This one, yes.
In person.
In person.
This one won though. Like this one got thousands of likes. It got a Meeks approval, and then yesterday got to speak to the man himself. If you got it, Chris.
Yep.
We also have Brian Branch approval.
J. Curd.
J. Curd?
approval.
For smash and grab approval.
Yeah.
All right. We got one half of it though, right?
I got you.
All right,
I
bet.
approve.
Bet.
So Smash approves.
Smash. He is Smash,
He is
right?
Smash,
From
yeah.
from the very last game. What did he do? He smashed
Smashed.
Evan Ingram, Johnny English.
Johnny.
And then Kirby grabbed the interception. Smash and grab. Like, that one makes sense. That one's been a Meek approved. By the way, that was take two of that conversation because I initially walked up to him. And
You were nervous.
no, I wasn't nervous. I was rushed by everybody else. It's fucking. Did you see the line of people out
This
there
guy
door?
was shaking, dude.
I wasn't shaking. But I was like
that's why
first of
Eder
all,
was
it was
there.
kind of cool that you recognized your boy.
Yeah.
All right. That's actually fucking dope. Because
That
he
is
is becoming, I
He
think, my
is
favorite
him.
player.
Yeah.
He is. And he's like,
You
yo,
are
I
not
know
him.
you.
You are not him.
Yeah, he is
Dude,
him.
you should make that edit.
What?
You know the video of the white lady saying that?
Yeah.
But like have it
That motherfucker
pointing
back
at
there is not real.
like Xavier McKinney. You are not him. You are not. And then, bitch, I'm him. Quit playing. And Brian Branch highlights.
Oh, that'd be hard. Don't forget that. We have to get somebody on that.
I got you.
But anyway, initially walked up to him. He's like, yeah. And I was like,
him. Quit playing.
he said, yo, you're the guy from, like, I know you from somewhere. I mean, yeah, from Woodward Sports, blase, blase. I'm like, are you cool with us if we could start calling you guys Smash and Grab? He's like, I like that. That's dope. But I had to get on camera, obviously, for social media and whatnot. But then today, shout out to our guy Danny Bidditt, too, from Lions on Tap.
Shout out.
He's trying to force another. He doesn't like smash and grab. So he's forcing Seek and Destroy.
Seek and Destroy.
Like, what kind of nickname is Seek?
Seek, yeah.
Like, you just forcing them.
No, Smash and Grab is way better than Seek and Destroy.
That's what I thought.
I like smash and grab, but the problem is it gets complicated because smash sometimes grabs and grab sometimes smashes.
No, that's even
That's
better.
why it's smash and grab.
That's why
Yeah, they
mix and
it
match.
works for both of them. What about come and go?
Nick, smash and grab.
I mean, the Vikings fan was doing a lot of smashing and grabbing on this.
Oh,
hey,
I'll tell you
grabbing
that.
those
Purple pillow freakers.
titty pillows.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love this nickname for them.
Nothing
And
wrong with
obviously,
anime titties.
nothing wrong at all. Not kink shaming here, but Brian Branch. But Brian Branch, I mean, he seemed fired up is when you said it. So
Yeah.
to me, if he enjoys it and he likes it, you know, it doesn't feel forced in my eyes because when you watch him play it, like nothing illustrates those two players better than smashing and grabbing.
What about grip and rip?
All right.
Grippy.
That's one of Soda's name.
Grippy.
Grip and rip.
She in my phone with a nickname. It's Grippy.
You know what
Dude,
picture I had him sign
lost
to?
So much respect for that, man.
I got the fucking double bird sign.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hey, that's hype.
This is gonna be fucking hard. All right.
You should frame that shit.
So I want to get the approval and conversation out the way because I 100% agree with that one. One more, and I promise I'll try to stop on the year. We have this many good players. I mean, good players get nicknames. That's what happens.
That is true.
Lions is that good. Yesterday, you guys talked about it, right? Nick Wright called Jared Goff a civilian.
Yes, he did.
All right. And I likened it, and I said it. I think Couture was the only one mad about it. But I was like, Jared Goff may not be Superman. I know. It's he's off supervision. All right, someone let him on the computer without aid. His nurse in the bathroom smoking weed or something. But sorry, Tor, I love you.
No, he doesn't.
Can I get introduced one more nickname
Yes.
for a guy Jared Goff? Because I get he doesn't do the flashy stuff. I get he's not mobile. I get he doesn't have the big rocket arm. But he gets the job done.
He does.
He doesn't have superpowers, but he gets the job done. You know what reminded me of, Smitty?
Who?
Your favorite hero, Batman.
I said that on the show
and
yesterday.
everyone says nothing beats Batman with prep time.
It's true.
Batman's got all kinds of fucking gadgets and weapons. All right, that's your Jameer Gibbs, that's your David Montgomery, that's your Jameson Williams, that's your Amon-Ra St. Brown, your Sam Laporta. Yes, that's the Batmobile and your fucking offensive line because that gets things moving. And then you got your prep time, your Alfred, Ben Johnson.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ben Johnson's
Ben
Alfred,
Johnson's
right?
definitely
Yeah.
Alfred.
And he's
Alfred's a
also
savage, by the way.
Batman Vengeance. That's one of his nicknames. Batman is Vengeance. It's the guy who's on a redemption path, right? Who's knocked out his former team. Jared Goff is Vengeance. Every single week, this guy gets disrespected by different quarterbacks, different players across the league, different analysts. I may or may not have been one of them. I won't confess. I absolutely was. I'll say it. You know, Vengeance. Every Sunday is out there with Vengeance, but he gets the fucking job done. He's Batman.
Batman's the fucking man, so I'm cool with it. Batman's way cooler than Superman.
Detroit used to have some negative connotations. Like it used to be Gotham City. It's a little bit better now.
Yeah.
But it used to be kind,
It's like supposed to be Gotham. Like Gotham's supposed to be Detroit.
they
it's
make a
New
jersey
York.
in the Penguin
Yeah.
series. But I'm going to go with this theory because it fits my narrative. Can Jared Goff be Batman or is that corny? I like it.
I said it only just because simply like when he was saying like he's a civilian, I was like Batman's a civilian too. That also is like extraordinary. So I just took it on like a very surface level.
No, it's supposed to
the
be.
way you elaborated it, everything made sense. I'm on board with it.
Chicago, New York, and London is what Gotham's based it off.
Boo.
Detroit doesn't even fucking get any respect anywhere. That's why it's Detroit versus everybody.
That's true.
But actually, he was an older superhero. By then, Detroit was nice, probably. Motor City.
Could be.
Yeah. I don't know, but
Someone
Batman with prep
nickname.
time. Nobody beats Batman with prep time.
That is true.
All right, he doesn't have any fucking superpowers, but he's still W. He's getting a W. And if you think about it, too, our fucking team's the Justice League. I mean, we got so many fucking badass motherfuckers. I mean, J-Mo could be Flash.
Yeah.
If we're
Yeah.
passing out nicknames.
Yeah.
But Batman is the
he-
leader of the Justice League, Nick.
I'm in
Frank
for it.
Cyborg.
I mean, if you
I like that.
I think recently in the Justice League, if I'm not mistaken here, I think Batman actually took out Superman. If you want to talk about some of these AFC quarterbacks and comparing them to Superman, if we're getting on a tangent here, Batman's about to take him out. I'll tell you that. And the big one. So, yeah, I'm all down for this. I think the whole
Spoiler.
prep time, Yeah, spoiler alert.
A very underrated quality of Batman or Bruce Wayne, and he pulls hose. Bruce Wayne pulls hose.
Yeah,
Known for it.
Jared
You know
Goff.
what?
Jared Goff
When
has
they
a
hit that.
beautiful wife. So
Shout
I'm
out to
down. Batman's awesome.
MPW in the Woodward Sports Chat says, Goff is Catboy. You got too many damn kids. That's from goddamn, what show is that?
Catman. That's from Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, I think it's a Catboy.
Catman's from Fairly
There's
Odd
Gecko, Catboy, and Owl.
Parents. I have no idea what that is.
I don't know.
Is
either,
that, like new?
Yeah, it's newer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Catman from Fairly Odd Parents, played by Adam West.
I actually don't know Cat. Were you talking about the Crimson Chin?
No.
Oh, Catman's
The actual dude, yeah.
Crimson Chin.
The Crimson Chin's goated.
You know who's really actually goated, low key? I promise.
The bronze
The
kneecap?
bronze kneecap. He was the
fuck
one.
the bronze kneecap.
Bronze
That
kneecap.
dude-
Bronze
that dude was the
kneecap
one.
was goated for
I was
sure.
like Chip
Chip
Skylark.
Skylark. No
Chip
way,
Skylark.
let's
My
go.
shiny teeth that twinkle.
Yes, bro.
Just
We
like
got
the stars in
bangers, bro.
space. Dude, yeah, for
The
sure.
shiny teeth, the pants,
Yeah,
or that was his rival.
that was his rival. His was shiny
But
teeth.
Chip has another one.
Icky Vicky, oh so sicky. Every time you come around, I'm feeling so sicky. Oh, dude, for sure, bangers.
Chip Skylark's the fucking.
Chip
he's
Skylark's the man.
Nick, we're about to say a little football related. I
No,
apologize.
just on these nicknames. I know we've talked about obviously Sonic and Knuckles a bunch, and I've seen it on social media, like Shadow being J-Mo. Have we thought about that? And obviously, this is just Forts. This is just like comparing it. I've actually thought about making a segment, but Halloween's kind of over on this one. But it
Yeah.
would have been similar to like what we were doing.
They don't all gotta be hedgehogs.
No, I know. Yeah. I was gonna say.
like I like Starscream for J-Mo.
Well, wait.
I do.
I
think,
loved Starscream
I think
when you
that's
said that
that
one,
was
yeah.
cool. Yeah, they don't all gotta be hedgehogs.
But do we have to then like reevaluate the electrician because we got all these superheroes that we just
The
got
electrician's
well, he's
Sonic.
Sonic.
Now he's Sonic.
Okay, yeah,
He's the
okay,
electrician.
yeah.
That was good at first, but
Yeah.
he got
So-
a better one.
And I'm not like as familiar with the Sonic universe. Like I never really got into it. I never thought it was that cool. I
Yeah.
played the games and
Oh,
stuff
dude,
like that.
Sonic's all, moving around at the speed of sound.
We posted on our Twitter. I think it was Travis. I have to find the video. Maybe I sent it to Chris because no music. But like, they did break down every player to like
A Sonic.
yeah, and it translated.
There's a lot
perfectly.
of them. There's a lot of them. But
Calling Jared Goff Tails. Tails
Tails?
or Batman.
yeah,
We don't have to call him Batman, but just know he is.
like they don't all have to be Sonic characters. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm cool with that.
Sonic is cool. Like I've played a lot of Sonic games before,
Yeah.
but it's not that cool.
Is
Like,
Shadow just as fast as?
Yes,
Okay.
they're all pretty much just as fast as.
Except for Knuckles.
Yeah. Well, even Knuckles is.
Yeah.
He's not like slow.
Not
He
as
just
funny.
punches.
Shadow like skips though. He like, can, like
No, Shadow glides.
yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't run. He glides.
That's
So
why
you're a big
J-Mo-
Sonic guy.
That's why J-Mo for Shadow would be sweet.
I
Why
got
do you
into
know?
a-
So,
Yeah, I mean, I played the games growing up as well. Like that was one of the first games I ever played. But I was in a rabbit hole last night. I was like thinking about starting the show Knuckles, and I was like, do I hop in here? And I
Do it.
I ended
You
up
mean
not
like
doing
dressing up as Knuckles?
it. Yeah, and having a pillow too. No, I was just almost gonna watch the show, but I chose not to.
Oh, I've heard the movies are really good. The new movies,
saw
I
the
actually
first
heard
one.
they're like
you
really.
used told me they're good, but now you tell me you never seen them.
I haven't seen. No, I heard they're really, really
Oh,
good.
you're a real
I
piece of
never
work.
said I watched them.
You defended them like hell on Sunday.
No.
You said they're great movies.
No.
They're
You
plastic.
punched me in the mouth.
I said the same thing on Sunday. I said I've heard they're really good. I have heard.
Nah, bro, you were
Go look, pull the tape. I
maybe
literally
it's
said
Tangerine Space
I've
Machine
heard
in
they're
you, but
really
you got a
good.
little aggressive with it.
I've never seen.
How fucking dare you?
No, I said whoa, because you're talking shit about them. But I've heard they're really good movies.
Seen the first one, might watch the second one here shortly.
Yeah.
Golf is Deadpool. This is David Baxter.
Nah. I just watched Deadpool 3 last night.
What'd you think? First time?
Yeah, first time.
Wolverine?
Yeah.
Oh, you like it?
It was good. Yeah.
Yeah. So like
The cameos were sweet.
Yeah,
Seeing all the old X-Men and shit.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah, the Johnny Storm one was pretty sweet.
It's just me. Going to the actual movies like
way better.
Yeah,
Way better.
I know. I think you robbed yourself of that.
Yeah, definitely.
because you got the because you no one
At least
watches
I saw
the fucking,
Dune. If you didn't see Dune 2 in theaters, you missed the boat. Because that was a masterpiece. Hopefully they bring it back.
I actually watched that again a couple weeks ago.
That's my favorite movie ever.
Yeah, I think I texted you questions about Fade Rotha.
Oh yeah. No, I mean you probably texted Ryan.
Whatever I was asking about. No, I think I was texting you.
Fade Roth is the man.
Hey, dead now. Well, sorry for spoiling it.
No,
Anyways.
everybody's seen it.
All right, let's go to break. Come back. Talk some more Detroit Lions. I think they're ruining football. Maybe we'll get into that one.
Marvel has jumped the shark, Brad Holmes, aura. That's for sure.
Yeah.
They what?
They jumped the shark.
Way
And
long ago.
What the fuck does that mean?
It was an episode of Good Times where it was like that's the downhill of it was they had Fonzie jump a shark on skis.
Oh,
and so like
okay.
everybody said
right.
once something falls off, you say it's jumping the shark.
You know the expression.
Yeah. But that was my favorite part of the whole Deadpool when there was a couple times when he broke the fourth wall when he's like, "You're coming into Marvel at a bad down point," or whatever. He said that a couple times. I was like, "Dude, that's pretty good."
I respect it.
My dad liked all the fucking sex puns and stuff, and he was like, "It's like Pinocchio shoved his face in my ass and started lying constantly."
Dude, I don't know why, but one of my favorite parts is like, did the montage, broke the fourth wall of him getting dressed. He's like, "Yeah, the guy's a little touchy. You should." Hey, what are you talking about? What guy?
yeah.
All right, let's go to break. Tell us about the pregame show.
Woodward and Maine. When you wake up on game days, make sure you check out Woodward and Maine with insights from Detroit sports media legend Terry Foster and rising star Matt Broder. And after that, make sure you check out the New Holland Brewing Company Lions pregame show. It's with Neil Rule and Sean Belegian as they bring you the best pregame show in the city. Sunday, 10 a.m. to noon on Woodward Sports, live at Second Best Bar in Detroit.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the location nearest you. And catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
And that was my bad. DJ Devo in the Woodward Sports show. It was Happy Days, not Good Times. I've never seen it. I don't think I've seen an episode, but yeah.
Huh. How do you know the expression?
I mean, it's kind of well known.
I know, people know expressions, but no one really knows like the true birth of it.
I mean, that one's pretty obvious. Because like, what the fuck?
Jump with the shark. That's not obvious.
But no, that's what I mean. Is like, it's got an obvious callback.
It's not really
like jump the shark. People be like, "What the fuck do you mean jump the shark?"
Exactly.
And so you tell them exactly what it's from.
One bird in the hand's worth two in the bush.
I was doing that at the bar last week where I was just making up analogies.
Dude, I worked at ATTs, do shit like that all the time.
Yeah, that's why you never sweep up spoiled milk.
Yeah. Anytime I was trying to upgrade their phone, I had made something they had to buy a new one.
Yeah, it's, just the sun shining on the water.
Yeah. Green tree goes boo.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. You say it with confidence, nobody's gonna question you.
You know you gotta make the call when the trees start moving, am I right? You're like, yeah,
for sure.
Because no one wants to seem like a dumbass. All right. Matt said this earlier, and it resonated with me a little bit because it happened to me while I was watching a team that I liked in the Texans. I sharted. Sharted my pants. No, but Detroit Lions are ruining football for me. They're just too fucking good, bro.
Dude.
No. I'm just serious. When I go to watch another game, the Texans versus Cowboys, even while it was close,
brother,
when the Texans can't convert in the red zone, I'm like, how the fuck? This is disgusting.
Yeah.
This is gross. The penalties, everything. It's ruining football for me. I don't want to watch anything but my Detroit Lions, and I didn't used to be that way. I used to just love football.
That's a good point. Because you're literally looking at other product that is just inferior. You're just, it's like driving around in a Ferrari all day, and then your boy coming to pick you up in his Chrysler LeBaron. Like,
yes,
you just like, nah, I'll walk. Like, you don't want to take a ride from that. But it's just, you're so right. I didn't even think about that like that. But I was watching that game and seeing the Houston Texans just get penalty after penalty, and seeing the Cowboys just look absolutely terrible. My favorite thing to do is to watch these games and see someone try to do a trick play where it's like a double or triple reverse and they get tackled for like a loss of 15. Yeah. I'm like, what fucking idiots? Why would you try that? And then the Lions just do it, execute it perfectly, touchdown. Like,
genius.
Oh, yeah, of course you call it there. That one's obvious.
So beautiful.
We are spoiled. We truly are in watching the highest quality football in the world.
And this would end up being a banger, but I turned it off because initially it was a blowout. But the Chargers and the Bengals, even the way that game ended, you had two top-tier quarterbacks. I guess Justin Herbert not as many weapons as Joe Burrow had, but like the final, that game was anybody's game in the fourth quarter. Yeah. And they just fucking punt, and then finally fucking, I think it was Lad McConkey, Herbert the Lad McConkey, and then J.K. Dobbins. But still, like, I turned it off and started watching fucking
The Wire.
Yeah.
Oh, where are you at, by the way?
Season 2. I don't like it as much.
No, it's harder to get into season 2.
Yeah,
but it goes back to.
But I think the thing I liked the most about season 1 is I knew there was like it's loosely based off a true story. Yeah, and I already looked it up in season 2. It's not.
Yeah,
so it's like
it ties it back in season 3. It goes back to Barksdale and stuff.
Okay, all right. I assume so. They're bringing product in.
Yeah,
to figure something out. But yeah, the Lions are ruining football for me, man.
Season 2 is definitely the.
I just even a quarterback battle like Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert just didn't do it for me, and they honestly. The shortcomings there, but even the fucking Texans, bro. Like, you have so many weapons. How are you fucking choking this away?
Yeah, seeing guys drop balls, seeing guys miss assignments, miss tackles. It's like what it was watching the Lions 5 years ago. It's like what it was watching the Lions under Matt Patricia. Like, it's just sloppy, bad product. Guys don't look enthused to play. Guys are like the Bears walking off the field mid-play. Yeah. Like, dude, if someone walked off the field mid-play for the Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell would be holding their helmet as they sit on the bench. Yeah. Like, he was like, you're not getting this back. And he would literally hold it.
He'd go Deadpool on him.
Yeah.
Deadpool kills people in the most creative ways. He would murder that man on the sideline.
That opening scene where he's killing all the dudes with Wolverine's bones, that was pretty cool.
That's fucking sick.
But yeah, it's... There is a lack of accountability amongst weaker franchises that the Lions just don't have that kind of issue. You have such an ironclad resolve from your owner down to the water boy. Everybody know, like you said, you met Brian Branch and Terrion, and they're just dudes with common goals, man. Yeah. And that's what this entire organization. Sheila Ford Hamp, just a dude. Like Brad Holmes, just a dude. These dudes just love football, and they are all in lockstep about every single decision they make, and it makes everybody look inferior.
Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph should be known as the Reservoir Dogs, being in the Great Lakes State.
Yeah.
Is Reservoir Dogs take place in Michigan?
Yeah, it's on Lake Michigan.
Didn't even know that.
I think it's in Chicago.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's a great movie, by the way.
It takes place in Chicago, I think, but they're on Lake Michigan.
That's the first movie outside of like slave movies where I heard a hard R and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, Quentin Tarantino loves to throw those in his movies.
He does, but he loves feet and Samuel's in every single one of them.
Yeah, because Samuel Jackson's one of the greatest actors of all time.
And to be honest, too, back then to give the Jackie Brown movie to give Samuel in a black like a leading role, it's like
unheard of.
Back then, that doesn't even happen now.
Oh yeah,
unless it's like forced. And everyone bitches about it. He's Quentin Tarantino's a fucking artist. Nick.
Quentin Tarantino's a man. Definitely.
Reservoir Dogs, great movie.
Think so?
I mean, no. But
I
love the memes where it's like, we need someone to play this terrible racist that drops the N-word 7 times. I'll do it. Or we need someone to play the guy that drinks a tequila shot off Selma Hayek's feet. I'll do it. Like, he casts himself in those
he's like in the meetings. He's like, we just need someone to drink tequila off Selma Hayek's feet.
Yeah.
I guess I'll
do it. Yeah. That is the biggest GOAT move in the history of producing. You had prime Selma Hayek. You're like, it's going to be a bar scene. You're going to be pouring a tequila shot down your leg, off your foot, into some guy's mouth. it's gonna be me. Like,
It's kind of creepy.
it's extremely
creepy.
I just imagine he hired somebody and then he was like, no, cut, no, you're doing it all wrong.
Yeah,
This
let
is
me
how
show
you
you.
do
Let
it.
me show you how it's done.
He rips off his vest. It's like the exact same outfit.
Dude,
Got everything you're on here, huh?
that should be a skit for sure.
Are the Lions ruining football for you, Nick?
What a transition.
Hateful Eight's a great movie.
Hateful Eight's all his movies are great.
You guys got me teared up over here. I'm laughing so hard. All right. So I said this earlier in the week that this was the best team I've ever seen. Honestly, it really is. Like, I was pretty young when Randy Moss and Tom Brady were like the best offense I've ever seen, but this team is putting up 33 points a game right now. Like, the offense is so much fun to watch. It's not ruining football for me, and this is why. This is a quote right here. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. Like, this
quote
is
from Andy Bernard.
Yes, in the office. But this is it. Like, I'm not taking this for granted. No, it's not ruining football for me. One day, we're not going to be able to say that we're absolutely destroying every single team, that we get to wake up every Sunday knowing that these Lions are going to win, like, over, like, 80% of the time,
100%.
Basically. But
80%.
we believe.
Well,
we
other
believe.
than the 2 games they play the Vikings.
Exactly. So yeah. No, but I'm not going to take this for granted, and that's like why it's not ruining football for me. I'm going to enjoy watching them beat down the Jaguars 140 or whatever it was the last 2 times they matched up against each other. I'm going to
I still enjoy the Lions games because they're beautiful. You
saying
see
watching
something
other
every single
football?
time.
Yeah.
I'm talking about other football games.
I take pride in it. I really do. I take pride in watching the other teams and be like, those guys are not going to match up against the Lions. Yeah, exactly. So, no, to me, it's no, I think I'm never going to get tired of this, to be honest.
James in the Woodward Sports Chat said he probably did 10 takes, pervert. Yeah. That is funny, too.
I'm very curious.
He does another shot. Put your toe in my mouth. I didn't like that one. Let's run it back from the top. Yeah.
Nope, didn't work.
All right, let's go back to the feet. We'll try. Can you get them a little dirtier? Dude, that is funny. That would be such a good skit. Why haven't, dude?
Because everyone wants to be in one of his movies.
Shane Gillis. Hire us. We'll make that skit.
Someone should take a VCR and all of his movies, obviously like VHS editions.
VCR.
And do a time capsule with them, just so no matter what happens, those will be like vault. Yeah,
Inglourious Bastards is probably my 3rd favorite movie ever. Like, I fucking love that movie.
Great movie.
We're in the killing Nazi business, and cousin, business is a booming. Brad Pitt is my favorite actor of all time, and like that, Aldo is such a fucking badass.
Leo's my favorite. Leo's not in No, he's actually.
Yeah, he's in
Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
And Django.
Yeah. Monsieur Kendi.
Killed it.
Dude, yeah. You know the story of that scene?
Jamie Foxx?
When he punches the table.
I cut his hand?
He actually cut his hand. And he actually rubbed his real blood on her face. That's why she freaks out like that.
Oh, fuck.
Because it wasn't scripted. He actually punched something, sliced his hand, and he rubbed this real blood on her
Wall
face.
Street. Fuck it.
Oh, Leo's goated for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's banging on the glass.
Multi-cutters go crazy.
No, Leo.
He just pulled his
Diddy DiCaprio, Leo Diddy. He does like him young.
He does.
Not
legal.
Not illegal. Yeah, not illegal young, but.
Yeah. I gotta be
He
honest,
likes right borderline up until about 25.
You say that, but you probably still blast fucking R. Kelly.
I mean,
so you probably listen to Michael Jackson. So fuck it. I'm gonna enjoy some Leo.
How the hell do you guys not bring up Pulp Fiction?
I did. I just said Pulp Fiction is like my favorite.
Leo's not in Pulp Fiction.
Must have been the broken
I
one.
think there's something about
Quentin Tarantino
Tarantino movies, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Pulp Fiction, everybody knows that one.
I know that means microphone for Nick. Tell us
Bruce
about
Willis?
second best bar.
I'm grabbing that for the multi-cutters.
Do you want to know where the best pregame show is in Detroit?
In the titty.
On December
Cage is the
5th.
man.
Join us at Detroit's very own second best bar in Detroit, located at 42 Watson, for the ultimate fan experience. Enjoy some smooth Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey while catching the Woodward Sports pregame show, only at second best bar in Detroit. Come get some.
The countdown to kickoff is here. Your Detroit Lions are ready for another season of grit. Woodward Sports is your #1 destination for all breaking news and Lions coverage. We are Detroit's #1 sports network. We are Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
1800 Tequila is the official tequila of Woodward Sports. Lions watch parties and the post-game show. Lions, baby. Join 1800 Tequila and Woodward Sports for every Lions game on the way to this epic Super Bowl run. Live at Hayes Social in Shelby Township. Celebrate with that smooth 1800 Tequila. It is the best tasting tequila in the game. And when you are drinking it, please, as always, y'all, drink responsibly.
What up, though? Welcome back. Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Joe Boss, Mobley, Young Craig, Nick Colo, K. Microwave, Nick. Hey, smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, shout it.
Texas.
We on from Texas.
Shout out Big X Plug, man.
Me and Lucas tried to put you guys on Big X Plug a long time ago.
What do you mean?
I was there already.
I was on. You and I had a couple trips to the city club, as Nick would say.
Yeah.
Where he listened to Big X on the way home. I was like, I like this guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
He's one of the best.
He's a good guy.
One of the best. I don't know about
He's got a great
that.
voice for it.
He's got a great voice. He's just got the same flow.
Charisma.
He's like he's on a DaBaby trajectory right now.
Yeah.
Like
But he's got like some substance.
Yeah, but he needs to
He's
switch.
a great storyteller, and he's just got like that universal charisma though
How
that DaBaby
old is
didn't
he?
have. I think he's like 25 or 26.
Because he like the maturity and shit that he's come with in the last time, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, no, it's good. He just needs to switch the flow up a couple times because it's gonna get stale fast.
Yeah.
All right. Which one of these Lions topics you want to hop around to? We got the Monty and Gibbs for $1K each. Can the Lions handle mobile quarterbacks? I'm gonna have to do a little bit more homework on that one. To be honest, you might save that one for tomorrow.
Save for the show.
We heard Lomas Brown talked about why they struggle with mobile quarterbacks.
What do you say?
It's because of the defense they play. That wide nine creates lanes a lot easier for mobile quarterbacks to get through.
Yeah.
And
so it wasn't always a wide nine though.
Yeah.
It's just been a thing for like years.
I mean, it's kind of a thing for everybody. Like,
that's
do you
what I
know
would
anybody
say.
that's really good at stopping mobile quarterbacks? Like it's why they're so highly touted because they bring an extra dimension. They have a guy you can't cover, interdimensional. Yeah. Unless you get rid of one of your, guys to spy on them, you're going to be outmanned, and that's just another thing you have to worry about.
Yeah, I don't know if we've figured it out per se, but I definitely know there's a game plan in place. I definitely think in this specific matchup, Anthony Richardson's probably one of probably the most inaccurate quarterback in the league, in my opinion. Although last week I heard he went like 28 for 33.
Yeah, he had a great week last week, and
is the Jets defense still good? To give credit to that one too?
No, the Jets defense sucks, but he still played well.
Yeah, I'm confident. I'm not that scared of Anthony Richardson. I guess that's what it comes down to. Like, I know he can be deadly, but I think what they're asking him to do is a lot more the pocket passing. I think that's part of the reason he got benched on top of just tapping himself out of the game. But he's got to give one up to Kirby or Branch at some point.
They're going to turn the ball over. Like I said, either it's going to get punched out or it's going to get intercepted. This is a guy that has been proven to be pretty reckless with the football, and he holds it a little loose. And we know the Lions defense are some heavy hitters when you look at smash and grab. They're probably going to make something happen. I'm not worried about this game. This is going to be another week, another Lions victory of over 20 points. So.
And even if you have a mobile quarterback, I just don't think you'll be able to run them enough to where they survive the game and end up beating us.
Not against our defense.
You know what I'm saying? Not against our offense.
Yeah,
but,
that's
you know what I'm saying?
true, too.
We're going to put up so many points where you're going to have to pass the ball.
Yeah, but if you're trying to consistently run in the open field with your quarterback against the Lions defense, and you got psychos like Jack Campbell and Brian Branch flying around out there, like, he's going to get knocked out.
That's what I'm saying. And this other kid, too, we got coming up, too. Mr. David Long Jr.
David Long Jr.
I was watching the highlights when I made the.
He brings the boom.
He brings a boom. He's
booms?
aggressive, but I know he had a weak coverage grades. And a lot of his stuff was in the run game, but he had an interception. He had a couple drop interceptions in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I guess he was voted a team captain before the season too. Kurt Steele was saying. That's a dog. How the hell do we just keep getting blessed like this?
I don't know, man. It's
Team of Destiny?
The Team of Destiny is a real thing. I truly believe that. And, the football gods are smiling upon the Detroit Lions for the first time ever. So we have to keep it going, man. I just love it. This is, we talked about it yesterday when you weren't here. Dan Campbell won't allow this team to not get up for a game. Dan Campbell won't allow this team to fall asleep or not prepare for somebody. They're going to be prepared. They're going to be ready to go. You got veterans on that defense now to hold people accountable. They talked about it. Someone mentioned Baltimore last year about a game they didn't get up for. They got outclassed in that game against Baltimore last year, and you didn't have the veterans on defense that you do this year, guys like DJ Reader, guys like Carlton Davis, that are not going to allow these younger guys to take any opponent lightly or not be prepared for a matchup. We heard Carlton Davis talk about it, saying that they're going to give that same energy, that same relentlessness, that same physicality in every single game, no matter who's lining up against them. They're going to go out there and they're going to play their asses off. So that is huge, to have guys like that to help hold your young guys accountable and make sure they're getting up for every game.
Yeah, on top of the coaches who are just doing it by themselves too. I'm just looking at the mobile quarterbacks this year. The only one to really get us, and it's more so again on our offense, was Baker. He had 34 yards, that one touchdown. Put Malcolm on a poster. I'm not going to talk about that. You're not going to talk about that. Kyler Murray had 45 yards. But again, at that point, we had got up to such a hot start that they had to abandon just moving the ball methodically, and they had to just hurry up and just try to cut the score.
Yeah.
That's the other part of it. Geno had 38 yards, but yeah, he is mobile. Fucking Sam Darnold had 39. But again, none of those games outside of the Seahawks was effective.
Yes.
And the Seahawks did all the way around. Kenneth Walker had a hell of a game that game.
Seahawks always give us troubles. Hopefully we don't play the Seahawks. Can we not play the Seahawks next year?
Yeah, it's honestly insane.
We play them every fucking year.
It's just, but it's wild too, because you see them go against pedestrian defenses, and then they look pedestrian.
Yeah.
But you go against us, it's you have the fucking.
Dude, when I was
game of
watching
your
that
life.
Houston defense for the first half against Dallas, I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, you can't. What
compared to what that Houston defense looked like against us.
That's why it was pissing me off.
Yeah.
You're playing fucking Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
I'm so sick. They had Will Anderson Jr. back, if I'm not mistaken.
They woke up. They did wake
Daniel
up.
Hunter, they did, but what
that
the
could be a mini Honolulu flu. They were a little hungover.
That's fair.
And because they looked bad in the first half. I was like, dude.
And you did the +7 or -7. I did -9. So that's why I was even more getting pissed off. I'm what is going on? How do you do what you did to the best offense in the league, and now you're here fumbling and choking
against Cooper Rush?
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I think Anthony Richardson obviously will have his moments. We've seen Sam Darnold have his moments against us. We've seen Mason Rudolph has moments against us. I'm talking about just running the ball, not throwing it. I don't think that turns the odds of the game around in any form or fashion.
I don't think so either. Anthony Richardson is going to have his moments. He's a very talented individual, but he's not a good quarterback in the league yet. So I'm not worried about him being the X factor. He's got to be the X factor for them to win, but I'm more worried about Jonathan Taylor, and you don't even got to worry about that because we're going to lock him down when nobody runs the ball. I might not start Jonathan Taylor in fantasy this week.
That'd be a good move.
I mean, I'd have to look at who I could play instead of him, but that's the biggest threat to any team that's playing the Colts is Jonathan Taylor, and we're going to shut Jonathan Taylor down. So you're telling me we're going to force Anthony Richardson to beat us with the best secondary in the NFL? I'm good with that.
That's the thing, too, is the way to beat us, if there is,
I'm calling for Richardson.
It's all hypothetical. It's you need a 4-man rush. We talked about that. You got to talk about BDE. But offensively, you'd have to run the ball. You'd have to control the time possession. You'd have to keep the ball out of our offense's hands because they're so opportune at any given moment. So it's if you can't run the ball, you're not going to dink and dunk your way down the field like that with Brian Branch back there.
No.
That's just not going to happen either.
No.
This is
because he'll blow one of those up.
Exactly.
Or he'll jump one of those. And you won't be throwing that ball. You won't be dinking and dunking when Smash and Grab grabs it from you.
That's what I'm talking about. I love that name, by the way.
Yeah, Smash and Grab's way better than, was it Search and Destroy?
Seek and Destroy. Yeah. Who, like, come on.
Who wants to
You're
be
going to be Seek. No, the fuck I Seek this dick. No. Like, absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
Love you, Danny. Come on.
Love you, Danny. But yeah, no. Smash and Grab's definitely better than Seek and Destroy. And I don't love Smash and Grab either, but it's
Did you
better.
hate the negative connotations? That was some of the feedback I was getting.
Negative connotations.
Because Smash and Grab's like a robbery. But it's like, we're coming to take your shit.
They're villains.
Yeah. It's a stick up.
Yeah, I'm
Give
good.
us the fucking ball back.
I didn't even think about it like that. I don't know.
What?
Where I saw someone say, John Jones, shout out GOAT, in the Woodward Sports Chat says, I'm calling for Richardson to throw 2 interceptions. I wouldn't hate that. Okay, James says B&E. No.
Cracked.
Yeah,
Breaking and entering.
There's no even
I mean, that sounds. Yeah.
That's like James Houston and someone else, because James Houston's, a little ankle alligator. He's trying to break stuff.
Yeah.
Alligator rolls.
Entering the backfield and breaking your ankles.
Yeah.
It just
James
sounds like
James
we're
Houston's
geared towards
B&E.
crime time, like WWE.
B&E should be like a point guard for breaking ankles and then entering the lane.
Yeah, I like that.
But it'd have to be a white guy, because
You got to start all the nicknames, though. It is getting out of hand. But again, when you're a
Steve
good player,
Blake.
that's what happens.
Yeah, you get people, want to make up things to remember you by, and that's something that you're going to remember a lot of is the secondary for this Lions team.
And one thing that real quick, Spenny, that we won't remember is AR-15. Sadly, changed the number. Thought that was awesome. But
Yeah.
I said this yesterday,
You
just
mean
real
thought it was
quick
awesome.
to
You said
reiterate
Saturday,
it.
he said that was awesome.
What?
Anyway, keep going.
I thought that was a cool ass nickname, AR-15.
Oh,
he had
yeah,
that.
yeah.
As his name and number. I thought that was cool.
No, I'm with
but
you.
yeah, I think
He's
this
got a
will
hell
be
of a fucking gun
this will
for
be
an arm.
good practice for going up against Hurts. I mentioned that yesterday, and I don't know if you thought about that at
That's
all
a
yet.
great
and I
fucking point. Sorry for swearing.
Shout out Phil.
Shout out Phil.
Back
Shout
to
out
you,
Phil.
Spenny.
Detroit Arrow says, hey, kids, it's crime time. Is that the WWE?
Yeah.
I'd see it like... I'm so
Rest in
out of
peace.
touch with all these deep cuts from WWE.
Kids, it's prime.
Like I know the heavy hitters from wrestling, but all these deep cuts.
Dude, you should watch the
I'd
Vince
never
McMahon
heard
doc.
of Crime Time or what was
Produced
the
by
other
Bill
one?
Simmons.
The Mexicools.
The Mexicools.
Yeah,
God,
Crime
that's
Time and
crazy.
Mexicools.
Yeah,
There actually was a character named Eugene who played a booner. And
He was
he'd
a
be
booner.
losing the fight the whole time, the match. And you hit him, be like, no! He started beating their heads.
Dude, he was
Eugene,
a
they called
booner.
him. I think he won a belt.
All
Yeah,
right.
he did. I think it was the Intercontinental for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what it was, yeah. Great callback there.
Look at Booty.
All right, when we get back, maybe with Dave Montgomery, maybe around the league. We'll decide during the break. But before then, guys, we got to tell you about Les Stanford.
Yeah, Les Stanford and Woodward Sports, they can reward you for being ugly. Have you outkicked your coverage? That's right. If your significant other is hotter than you could win tickets to the Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. Find the best picture of her with an average looking you and post it on X or Instagram with the hashtag Woodward Tickets. Tag Woodward Sports and follow us to enter. We will announce a winner on November 25th. Outkick your coverage from Woodward Sports and Les Stanford Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC in Dearborn and Ferndale.
You're an ugly guy. That's okay, because you have a hot girl on your arm. Now Woodward Sports and Les Stanford want to reward you for outkicking your coverage.
I am ugly as by traditional standards.
That's right. If your significant other's hotter than you can win tickets to the Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So find the best pic of her with the average-looking you and post it on X or Instagram. Make sure you tag at Woodward Sports and follow us to enter. We'll announce the winner November 25th. Then you and your much better-looking lady will get tickets to watch Dan Campbell and the Kneecappers.
We're going to buy the kneecap off.
Inside a Ford Field on Thanksgiving. So find the best pic of her and the worst pic of you. And show us all how you outkicked your coverage. From Woodward Sports and Les Stanford.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza's new limited time offer just in for this football season. Soroki's is debuting their fresh signature flavored wings. Grab your friends, order New York style pizza, and add fresh wings for the games this weekend. Try one of their 7 different flavors at www.sorokis.com.
Check it out.
Rip.
What's up, Booner? Says Booner to Woodward Sports Chat. Well, Booner, I'd refer to the group chat. That's what I'd say. Love you though, Booner. You're the one I miss most. I'll say that.
Damn.
What? It's not?
No, I'm not taking sides. I love all my brothers.
I love them all.
But I got a favorite.
Well, yeah, I got a favorite. You got
That's
a favorite.
fair. That's fair.
You have a favorite one of your brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Say it.
Cole. Cole's my favorite brother.
Booner's the only one that still hits us up.
Booner is the only one that still hits
And
us
that's
up.
why he's my favorite.
Jeff and Lucas don't. Lucas doesn't even reply to our reels. I sent him reels about funny tortas, and he doesn't even reply.
To be fair, we didn't reply to him for a long time either, though.
Yeah, he sending us weird.
He's
shit.
also got a
He
girl.
still sends me. He
does
sends me
have a
stuff
So
from time to
that
time.
could be it as well.
But that's it.
We'll give Lucas excuse. Have faith, step your game up.
Yeah.
But you always been on the fucking.
I haven't heard Gentry speak a word in a year and a
Gentry's
half.
hit me up.
No, yeah, Gentry's he's never been a
Prince.
a hitter-upper guy.
Yeah.
Prince.
No, all right, Nick.
Love those guys.
Take us around the league.
All right, let's go. We're starting this one off hot, boys, because Russell and Josh Allen are both winning off of the field with their respective others. Haley Steinfeld or Ciara? Chris.
Yes, sir. Let me throw them up 1 second here. I gotta
What's
grab
going on?
This is the question before we get to it.
We're getting into pop culture.
I never seen Haley Steinfeld. I'm curious.
Hey, is that
his daughter? Is that Seinfeld's daughter?
No,
Steinfeld.
No, Haley Steinfeld is
Steinfeld.
Josh Allen's girlfriend. Who
Nice.
He's kicking ass in the AFC North. So is Russell Wilson in the Steelers right now, who is married to Ciara. So we're gonna
Sierra.
Yeah, why are you saying it like that? You did grow up in Royal Oak.
Okay, I
Chris,
wasn't
where's
too
the
familiar with this
goddamn
girl.
You never.
This is letting me down.
Chris is letting you down for sure.
Yeah, Chris
You
is
never.
fumbling.
You never got the. You never had the rumor when you were in high school that Sierra had a dick.
We got one.
Did you get that rumor?
Yeah, no, I remember that. It was never true.
Yeah.
It was never true. It was her and Lady Gaga.
And
Yeah.
then 2.
The Gaga stuff I could see. Who's winning this?
Go back.
Go back. All right, there's 2 different ways of looking at this.
Sierra's old.
All right, Sierra's got bread. Like, she's got her own money separate from
paped
Russell
up.
Wilson. She actually may have more bread than Russell Wilson. Like, she got some bangers.
Probably does.
And she might have
tells
some
him to clean the
other little
house.
product lines. No clue who Haley Steinfeld is. She's gorgeous, though.
She is gorgeous.
If you're going that route, I might go Haley. Can I get Haley
I'm
one
going
time?
Sierra, so
Yeah, I'm going.
I can say I'm Eskimo Brothers with Future.
Yeah, there you go. And Russ.
Yeah.
Can you do
That kind of ruins it.
Can you do the Haley Steinfeld one more time?
Yeah.
That's the girl from True Grit. I've never seen True Grit.
She's from True Grit?
She's from Bumblebee, the new Transformers movie.
Okay.
Also from the Marvel show Hawkeye. She was the chick in it.
Oh,
She was the chick. All right, this is even fair because she's wearing this. I don't know if she wears this every day. The chokers, bro, do it for
Chokers
me.
do it for me too.
Chokers do it for me. She looks
Yeah.
a little gothic. I'm man of that.
All right, so before we hop into the football, I want a little pop culture there.
Got it.
All right, so the Bills knock out the Chiefs again in the regular season. But do they finally do it in the playoffs?
Yes, the Chiefs aren't going to make it into the AFC Championship game this year. The Chiefs are going to lose in the divisional round.
Madman.
They call me a madman. Again, Chris Pugh says, "Damn it, Spenny, Steelers probably your top 5." They called me a madman, Chris. No, but yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to lose. Maybe not before the AFC Championship game, because it depends on their path. But they'll lose to the Ravens or the Bills or the Steelers.
I can't, man. They've choked too many times for me. And maybe it's beyond Josh Allen for me too. Like I looked at Doug McDermott. There's been situations where they should have won the game. And I think last year that's not their fault. Patty Mahomes is what Patty Mahomes does. If they could avoid the Chiefs, they'll be in the Super Bowl. But it's kind of tough to avoid the Chiefs in the AFC. They're the reigning kings 2 times now. So no, until they do it, I just can't. And they also lost to Joe Burrow. It's just like they're just.
That's where I'm at.
I don't know. They always come up short.
That's where I'm at. They seem like they seem like a regular season team. They seem like a very good team, but they're not going to quite do it. And if I'm looking at them versus the Chiefs, like I just got to see it. I'll be late to the party at this point, honestly. But Mahomes has given me enough leeway in the playoffs to where I trust him over Allen every time, even though Allen's spectacular.
Yeah, maybe the Chiefs will look better once they get Pacheco back, to be honest. But
that's gonna
as
be
of
huge.
right now, I mean, the Bills look like a better team. I'm going with the Bills. I'm with Spencer on this one. But
even that game in Buffalo, they struggled to close out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. We'll talk about one of these top teams in the AFC that we were mentioning earlier. Steelers put belt to ass against the Ravens again.
Again. Well, I wouldn't call it belt to ass.
It's just they always put belt to ass against the Ravens, or at least they have been in Lamar Jackson's career.
Yeah, it was only
Can
like a 3-point
Russell
game.
Wilson win his second Super Bowl this season?
No, because the Lions are.
Yeah, that's one reason for damn sure, right? And then the other one is like I just don't know, man. Like that offense, I don't even know. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. It's really predicated off of Russ just making those big throws to Pickens or whoever it is down the field, and I just don't know if you could continue that on a season long or in the playoffs.
That is what Russ has done in his career, though. He's been a deep ball quarterback his whole career. When you look at guys like Doug Baldwin and then Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, and
it doesn't feel structured. It feels like fuck it. He's down there somewhere.
Yeah, and Najee Harris isn't good. Jalen Warren's
he's been consistent this year though.
Pretty good. But I think it's different when you get into the playoffs. But no, they're not going to win the Super Bowl. Could they win the AFC? Maybe. Very well could, but they're not winning the Super Bowl because the Lions are.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I don't know. Their style of play seems like they're just going to run into one of these elite quarterbacks that could put up like 22 points, 24 points, and then they just won't be able to match that. Like they're a damn good defense, obviously, and that's their key is they have to win every game like 18 to like 13 or 18 to 14. Like that's going to be the Steelers' MO in order to advance all the way to the Super Bowl. But yeah, besides obviously the Lions winning, I can't do it. I just don't see the offense getting there enough.
I don't see them touching the Bills or Chiefs. You know?
Yeah.
The Steelers?
Yeah.
I could see him beating
Maybe
the
the
Chiefs.
Bills.
I could see him beating the Chiefs.
I think they could beat one of those teams, but I don't think they're beating like 2 elite quarterbacks in the playoffs, like back to back. I just don't see that.
I don't think they
can
could beat the
Nick,
Bills,
right?
but I could see them beating
Relax.
the Chiefs.
Speaking of beating the Chiefs, the Chargers are 7-3 with Jim Harbaugh as their coach. Could they actually win the AFC West?
No, but they'll make the playoffs. And Jim Harbaugh is one of the best football coaches on the planet. It's great to see him hop right back in there. Because I like Jim Harbaugh. I hate Michigan, but I like Jim Harbaugh.
Same.
He's a guy that I would want to play for, or I would want my son or family member to play for, because he's just crazy football guy.
Quirky, fun guy to root for.
Yeah, for sure. He's a weirdo, but he's funny. He's a fantastic football coach, and I don't think they'll beat out the Chiefs for the North, but I think they'll make the playoffs.
Be on a fucking lookout. They're not going to win the AFC West.
Or West, yeah.
But be on the lookout for them in general moving forward beyond this year. Like,
imagine if he gets an actual good running back.
Dude.
Like he's doing this with J.K. Dobbins.
What about weapons? I mean, Ladd McConkey's just now hit their groove these past couple of weeks.
He's going to draft Colston Loveland. He's going to draft some running back. I don't know who.
Like, I liked Ladd McConkey coming out. He started off a little slow. Makes sense. He's a rookie. Amon-Ra started off a little slow.
Yeah.
But now that him and Herbert got their groove, like anytime they go away from like that, 10 yard or 5 yards in a cloud of dust football, they can go down the field with Ladd McConkey. And Justin Herbert's like mobile enough to stretch the play. McConkey's quick enough. It get dangerous there. And I think they'll grab some this year than what all defensive felt like, acquisition-wise. They grab some offensive weapons.
I wouldn't mind seeing them trade up and get that wide receiver out of Arizona, McMillan. That would be.
I wanted them to get Bowers. Remember, I kept saying Bowers would get charged. That would have been nasty, dude. They got him.
Hey,
but Joe Alt
they called me a madman.
Bowers is tearing shit up, by the way.
Yeah, that's true. Bowers is going to break all of Sam Laporta's records.
Yeah, here we go. And our quick follow-up on that. He's 60 years old, Jim Harbaugh. Is he the next coach to win a championship in college and the Super Bowl?
Maybe.
I mean, he's really one of the only
Do you think he will? He's 60. No, I'm saying, do you think
will he win another Super Bowl?
Will he win a Super Bowl?
He don't have one
Oh,
yet.
yeah, a Super Bowl. Sorry.
Fucking idiot.
Jimmy Johnson, Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see him
I
winning
will.
one.
It won't be this year.
Not this year.
It won't be this year.
Won't be next
But again,
year.
look what they're doing right now with like less. They got rid of Keenan Allen. They got rid of, I think there's another wide receiver they had. They got Mike Williams.
Mike Williams.
They're talking about getting rid of, like, Jim Harbaugh came there and didn't give a fuck. He's like, we can't afford you guys. And there's
See
like
you later.
see you later to a bunch of people. Keenan Allen's a leader in the locker room. Everyone's like, what's he doing? What are they going to do this year? They're 7-3 right now. He's a damn good football coach. Imagine once he starts getting the guys that fit his scheme. This is year one of this. Like he's such a fucking great coach.
Yeah.
Although he did come into it with like an elite quarterback. I mean, one of the elite quarterbacks, should say.
Desert Stallion 14 says, pump the brakes on the Steelers because the Ravens' D is cheeks and the Steelers only made field goals. They still won. That's a divisional game against a fantastic opponent. I'm not holding anything.
And the Ravens'
against.
offense is only 3 points behind the Detroit Lions on the year.
Yeah, and
the
they
Ravens'
shut them
offense
down.
tearing shit up. Exactly.
Yeah. I can't put the Chargers like anywhere out of the realm of possibility for Super Bowl in the future. But this year, no. I think I looked at them as maybe they were going to lose the spot to the Bengals, who were surging. But now, I don't see them losing that spot.
No, Chargers are making the playoffs.
Yeah, they're in.
They could upset one of these powerhouse teams in the AFC in the wild card because defense travels, and Jesse Minter is a goddamn mastermind. You saw it in college. That happened. That translated fast to the NFL. I definitely think they could win a game, maybe even 2 games because of their coaching staff and having the good quarterback that they don't turn the ball over. So
I could definitely see them upsetting one of these teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the 49ers, that Vernon Davis. If they get one of those like transitional tight ends, I see this.
Colson Loveland, bro.
Oh wow,
I'm telling you, too. Yeah,
and he'll probably come out around where they're drafted.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
bottom like late first round.
Yeah. Chargers, you got one.
Let's go to break and we'll come back and do a couple more. Let's go. We're already over a little bit. Let's go to break. We'll come back. We'll do some more around the NFL. Nicholas Koloff's heavyweight huddle. But first, let me tell you about Lady Jane's. Walk into any Lady Jane's haircuts for men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a $20 haircut special. It's a scalp massage, a hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. Where else can you get a $20 haircut nowadays? Scan that QR code up in the corner right now and walk into Lady Jane's. Lady Jane's haircuts for men. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Lady Jane's haircuts for men. It's wicked awesome.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
What if I told you you could get up to $1,000 back if your first bet doesn't cash? All you got to do is scan that QR code and go to Caesar Sportsbook and use code word Woodward 1000. Anywhere from $25 to $1,000. Your first bet, if it doesn't cash, you get it back in bonus bets using code word Woodward 1000. Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports.
Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend. Real quick, before we go too far away from the Jim Harbaugh stuff, we had the honor of meeting Jack Harbaugh at the Michigan Hall of Fame. Shout out to our Hall of Fame friend, Braylon Edwards. What a flex that is.
That is a flex.
I was gassed up to meet a Harbaugh. That guy can't hear for shit.
No.
I scream, who's got it better than us? Nothing.
Didn't even
couldn't hear me at all.
Yeah. He couldn't hear the guy sitting right next to him.
Yeah, he got asked some questions. He's staring at the crowd. And the wife tapped on him. He said, "What?" Anyway, Jack Harbaugh, absolute legend. Not birthed, but had 2 legend Hall of Famers come out of his ball sack. That's pretty legendary. All right, back to the heavyweight huddle with Nicholas Koloff.
Definitely legendary. And talking about it, this coach has won a championship in his past, and right now he's looking good with a rookie quarterback. The Broncos won by 30+ against the Falcons at home as they bounce back from 2 straight losses. At 6-5, should Sean Payton get looks for Coach of the Year?
Ooh.
No. No. I think Jim Harbaugh is higher on that list than Sean Payton. I think Dan Campbell is higher on that list than Sean Payton.
Should he be recognized in the picture, in the discussion, is what I'm saying?
No, because I think this year it's going to be a runaway with Sean McDermott getting head coach of the year based on the expectations people had for the Bills, what they looked like going into this year, and having them performing at that level. I think Sean McDermott is going to be the coach of the year in the NFL this year, but he's doing a good job, but there are people doing better jobs than him.
You don't think the Lions winning out, you don't think Dan Campbell gets it?
I don't know, because they were so good last year. It's kind of a curse. Like,
it's always been like who's done the most with least.
With the least. Yeah.
And that's why, absolutely, yes, Sean Payton's in that conversation. This is fucking insane what they're doing. 6-5 with a team that was absolute cheeks last year, and then your guy at the helm is a freaking rookie.
You called me a madman.
I mean, this is crazy. I've been down them all season. I've been telling Chris, not going to make the playoffs, not going to make the playoffs. Brother, there's 6-5 this deep in the season. They might fuck around and accidentally make the playoffs. I mean, this is crazy. 4 touchdowns. Bo Nix, you fucked me in fantasy last week.
He balled.
You fucked me. I hate you. I hate your guts, but you're having a great season.
Jesus.
Sean Payton, it's about who's doing least or
So
doing the most
confused.
least. Sean McDermott, the Bills been good. Josh Allen been a dog. Like, I came this season, I said the Bills still going to win games. No, it's Sean Payton.
They're
for sure.
overperforming where they should have been, though.
You don't think
You
the
expected
Broncos are?
You expected the Bills to be this good?
Yeah.
I didn't.
They've been this. I don't ever thought. Like, people thinking Stephon Diggs was going to end Josh Allen was insane. Josh Allen has never been dependent on Stephon Diggs. He just was the diva weapon that he had, and he was a good player, yes. But, like, Josh Allen is fucking. We have Batman.
Can a not-head coach get
Josh
coach of the
Allen,
year?
if you want to know who was the Superman, that's it.
Has
Josh
a
Allen.
non-head coach ever won coach of the year?
No.
I was going to say Aaron Glenn.
They have assistant coach of the year.
Oh, well, Aaron Glenn's winning that
And
bitch.
Jim Harbaugh, or coordinator coach, yeah.
Coordinator of the year?
Coordinator of the year, yeah. Because Jim Schwartz got it over Ben Johnson last year.
Lions should get both. It should be Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, I'm down. What are the coaches in that conversation for you, Nick? Sean Payton?
It feels wrong, though, quickly that Campbell, would have the run that he's had and not get a coach of the year. It does feel wrong.
Because, I mean, it's kind of what I said.
I know that.
If they would have made the
at some
playoffs
point.
2 years ago, he would have got it for
yeah,
sure.
it would have been his for sure. They are the darlings, though. So, I mean, there's
Who won it
something there.
last year? It was
Stefanski.
Stefanski. Yeah.
Because he did the most with least.
That was
that was
extreme scenario.
If the Broncos make the playoffs, it's Sean Payton's.
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, though.
I hope they don't, because I've been saying they won't.
I know.
You've been beating that drum every week.
hate
I've been so intrigued with this Broncos team this
It's
year.
crazy.
That's why they keep popping up on the heavyweight huddle here.
Their defense is amazing,
Their
but
defense is really good.
that's been that way since,
I called them out.
What?
I called them out. I called the Broncos.
You did. That's why I hope you're wrong.
Yeah, I don't
of-
think they're going to make the playoffs. But
haters.
I mean, it's just there's so many good teams in the AFC.
So this team got called out on the St. Brothers pod today, and that's why I wanted to bring this to you guys and ask you guys. Is the Bengals run done as being contenders as they sit 4-7 and they continuously lose talent? T. Higgins, franchise tag. Jamar Chase needs a contract. Where are you guys at with the Bengals moving forward past this year?
Yeah, the Bengals run is done. I don't think they have the infrastructure. I don't think they have the GM or the owner to be able to catch teams like the Chiefs, because the Chiefs just reload in the draft. They pay the right guys. They do the right things. Same with the Bills at this point. Like the Bengals are too cheap. They're going to lose Trey Hendrickson. They're going to lose T. Higgins, and they lost DJ Reader. Their offensive line still sucks. It's Joe Burrow's whole career. Their offensive line has sucked. So yeah, I don't think they can draft well enough to supplement the players they already have.
Yeah, I think
they're dead.
There
I
are
want
those
their families
situations,
dead.
man. I think they'll always be in the mix, but I think they'll always be in that treadmill. They'll be putting in work, but won't be going anywhere. And I think the type of change they need to make is They need a general manager and or the owner to step down and give it to their daughter that happens to be named Sheila Ford-Hamp. They don't have that. So
the Joe Burrow Bengals are going to be remembered like the Aaron Rodgers Packers, except they didn't cash one in. Like, they'll always be pretty good, but they'll always lose to a better team. They'll always lose in the playoffs. Except the one thing was Aaron Rodgers cashed one in for the Packers.
Yeah.
And the Bengals didn't.
I'm looking at NFL.com right now, and it's giving them a 12% chance of making the playoffs. Just 12%.
Yeah,
so,
no, they're not making the playoffs.
They're cooked. They're cooked.
Yeah, and you have to pay Jamar Chase. It takes away from other talent than you can actually pay. They've been in disarray for quite a while.
Their owner
now.
doesn't like paying people either. They might not pay Jamar Chase.
And speaking of being in,
that'd be crazy.
They would
It'd
need
be
to trade
stupid.
him for like 3 first-round
To
picks.
have not got
They
your
would
guy
need
an
to-
offensive tackle and then not pay the person you drafted
Yeah.
over him. Wild work.
Not pay DJ Reader just to keep him. Like, it's not like DJ Reader was asking for.
No.
He saw what he got. You know, he
Look
wasn't
at
asking.
Joe Mixon in Houston right now.
Yeah, Joe Mixon, a
True.
dog.
Yeah.
He's on a tier. Although I do like Chase and I did like Zach Moss before he went down.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't hate that as much.
Speaking of being in disarray, the Jets fired their GM after earlier in the season already fired their
Shout out.
coach.
Joe Douglas.
Aaron Rodgers is burning this franchise into the ground without a doubt. He is the worst GM and coach in the history of coaches, and he also plays quarterback. I don't believe they bring him back next year. They find a way to trade him, and he might ask out. What team would Aaron Rodgers go to in the NFL if you have to pick a name?
The Minnesota Vikings. Follow that same Brett Favre path. From the Packers to the Jets to the Vikings.
I don't mind that.
Hate.
I think, you don't want him on your favorite team. Dude,
Don't say that.
if Aaron Rodgers becomes a quarterback for the Vikings, this guy's not gonna know what to do with himself.
He's gonna be so
This guy's
pissed.
getting a new pillow.
No, realistically, maybe the Vikings. I don't think the Jets move him though. They got I saw someone said the Giants. I was thinking that too. He's got like a $75 million cap hit if he leaves the Jets. So I think they're stuck with him. And Aaron Rodgers is like LeBron, just not good. Like he doesn't win, and he's not a legend, super legend. Like he just kills coaches and kills GMs. Like it's bad, man. I thought it was gonna be good. I don't know. The his like toxicity of Aaron Rodgers has like soaked into the defense and made the defense bad. It's crazy.
He's a bad leader.
He's a terrible leader.
Cancer to the locker room.
Cancer.
He's a fucking terrible leader. Yeah, it's crazy because the thing is like he's a diva. That's his worst trait. As he's full of himself, and he was at one point like good enough to be that, but like when you got Jeff or what the fuck his first name is, Nathaniel Hackett, that job as offensive coordinator, you pouted to get fucking terrible.
That's like trading
He
for
was
Russell
awful.
Westbrook. It's
Yeah.
like exactly what LeBron did.
You
Traded
just
for
got
Russell
your
Westbrook.
friend a job, and it was never a guy who did. Even when he was in the Green Bay, he didn't call the plays. He was a red zone specialist. You know who called the plays? Matt LaFleur. He had no business being the offensive coordinator, but you pouted, and then you got your way. And then you didn't. We weren't even there for the training camp to fucking teach these young guys the ropes or help like get in sync with them. You have a guy named Garrett Wilson who is pretty fucking good.
Very good.
He's a top 10 wide receivers right now. He obviously the one-handed catches, 2 one-handed catches, 4 touchdowns that night.
Yeah.
And you failed to get in sync with him in 2 years' time. Yeah, you're a fool. You're a fool. And yeah, Nathaniel Hackett and Aaron Rodgers got everybody fired.
I like this one from Trevor Jones in the Woodward Sports group chat. The Raiders. You guys know he likes hanging out in the desert.
Yeah.
Shout out Egypt. Doing some
You think
ayahuasca.
dude, that
If
would-
going
you're
over the walls
Devontae
back.
Yeah,
Adams,
there's no
I'd
way.
hire a hitman.
There's
if that shit happened.
yeah, there's no way he goes to the Raiders.
I'm
Pretty
just
fucking
saying.
He'd be like,
hilarious.
hey,
though.
Devontae, come on back. Like,
But that's the only team that really makes sense to me. They need a quarterback.
Exactly.
They have
And they
nothing
need,
else going on.
they need a spectacle out
if
there.
you're
People go
Devontae
out there.
Adams, you do hire a hitman if he goes to the Raiders.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. He's not going to do that.
was
Motherfucker,
great.
you kidding me? I think I think
This
there's a mix of two
motherfucker.
things too. By the way, I think he's obviously diminished in talent because he's getting old, but also a little bit of injuries too. But he's fucking diva. He fucked that franchise.
Yeah, he did. I mean, they're the Jets, though, so like they kind of fucked themselves.
It's fair. When you're the Jets, you're the Jets.
That would be absolutely wild to go to the Packers.
There's no way. There's
Jets,
literally no way.
Vikings. He
Oh,
would
the-
be living in a
oh, the far
simulation
path?
within his own brain. He
Yeah.
would be living within his own wild.
I think it's more
don't know.
realistic than we're giving them credit for.
Yeah, we'll see. But all right, to close this one out, boys, this is the closest conference. It's got the Cards at 6-4, the Rams at 5-5, the Seahawks at 5-5, and the 49ers at 5-5. Who wins the NFC West? It remains as close as it gets.
I'm still going to stick with my Cardinals, man. I said they're going to be gritty. They said they're going to be scrappy. They really reminded me of the Detroit Lions trajectory, the way they finished last season. Like, yeah, they were losing games, but they weren't getting their ass whooped. They're giving you their best shot. And then here they are this year, leading the division. I think they complete the task and make the playoffs. I'm looking at the schedule right now. They got the Seahawks. That'll be a banger just because they're two divisional opponents. But after that, the Vikings, who I think are a little bit of a sham right now, especially without the left tackle. The Seahawks again. But then Patriots, Panthers, Rams, and 49ers. I guess they got a lot of divisional ones to mix it up. But
yeah, I'm going to go with the Niners. I think they get back on track. They're getting healthy. Christian McCaffrey's back. They're getting more, George Kittle healthy. Juwan Jennings stepping up. I think they right the ship and they win the division.
Give me the Cards. That division may come down to week 18.
Yeah, give me the Niners. I know they got a tough closeout. Don't they have? I know we're second to last week, but I think they have somebody else last week too that's close. Is it the Cards? It could come down to that. I think the Cards are their last game of the season, right? But either way, I think the Niners are going to end up ultimately taking it.
I feel like the Cardinals are kind of like the Dolphins in a way. It seems to me like they always close the season out late, or they do not close the season out well. So I'm going with the 49ers here just based on experience. But the Cards might sneak into a playoff spot right there. But that was the heavyweight huddle.
Good job, Nick. Well done. You've earned your keep for today. That was the heavyweight huddle. We're going to go to break. We're going to come back, talk about Chris's boyfriend. But first, tell us about KDK Law.
Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law. Hit them up, guys. If you have any type of family law issues, they got your back. I was going to make a Chris joke in there, but I'll leave him alone now. Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law got your back. 248-971-0476. 10+ years experience, 24/7 availability. Or scan the QR code above my head and tell them the heavyweight sent you, and they will pay your first time filing fees. Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law, they got your back.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Main, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and WoodwardSports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
The live watch party hosted at Hayes Social. Also, the post-game show hosted at Hayes Social every week. Woodward Sports is doing Detroit Lions coverage better than anybody in the state. You can come out and join us. It's a lot of fun. Great place to catch a game. Great food, great drinks, great atmosphere. Great food, great drinks. Some say the best drinks. Those dastardly drinks. Make sure you come out and join us. It's a lot of fun. Presented by New Holland Brewing, Sabbath Coffee Roasters, Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza, and 1800 Tequila.
What up, welcome back, Shawty. Welcome to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Me's doing about spin more.
Hi!
Here's Eugene. Young Chris, Nicholas Koloff, a.k.a. Microwave Nick. Smash that like button. Be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. Christopher, you're on the stand. You got to defend your man, Bill Simmons. You just say he's a pro Detroit guy. Every time we talk about this guy on this show, he's shitting on a Detroit team.
I said one clip from it was 2 years ago where he had that take about I actually think the Lions are going to regress. I don't think they were as good. And then he immediately flipped 2 or 3 weeks into the season, and he's been nothing but praising Detroit. But he was wrong on that take. He was wrong on that take. But that's the only thing you guys saw of him. So
only time I've heard him is when he's talking shit about Detroit.
Anytime he makes a feature in the show, he's talking shit.
Not true. I've said Bill Simmons clips in here that was giving Detroit love, and then no topic. I get it. But anyways, he has one that I can't defend. He did an NBA redraft of the Cade Cunningham draft, and he had Evan Mobley over Cade Cunningham, and Bill Simmons, I think you're just flat out wrong here. I don't see how you can look at what Cade Cunningham is doing this season. Evan Mobley's playing fantastic too. Don't get me wrong.
He is.
But I don't see how you could take that type of player to build around versus having the option to build around a Cade Cunningham. I would build around a Cade Cunningham type player every day of the week. If you want to go to a draft class that had the best player being a big man, that last draft class you go to is 2014 Nikola Jokic. A lot of these draft classes, Ja Morant, Jason Tatum, all the best players, Giannis would, but he's a little bit before Jokic. So those two are kind of close together. But those are it. Most of the time, the best player in the draft class is a perimeter player. Most teams build around a perimeter player. The only team that's successfully done it has been Denver, because if you look at Philly, they built around Embiid, but
he's a second-round pick. He was a second. They weren't drafting him highly. He was a lottery ball during a Quesarito commercial.
Yeah, he happened to be the best player on that team. So I am not trying to disparage Evan Mobley by any means, but I just don't see how you look at the archetype of what Cade Cunningham is and how much you say you love Cade Cunningham, Bill Simmons, and I don't see how you take Evan Mobley. I just know he's been a big Evan Mobley guy since before the draft. He's always said that Evan Mobley was the guy. He's compared him to Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett. I just don't think he's that. I think he's a tier below that. I don't think he has that offensive touch that KG and Tim Duncan have. And I think he can be just as good as them defensively, but not offensively. So in today's NBA, give me a guy like Cade Cunningham, a 6'6" guard who can do everything, who's showing not only great offense, but he's playing damn good defense.
Elite defense.
Yeah, he's been awesome defensively. That's not getting talked about
enough. 5 crunch time blocks.
Yeah.
Which is the most in the NBA, which is blocks in important situations down the stretch. I think it's the last 2 minutes of the game. And the person in second place is Kevin Durant with 2, and nobody else has more than 1 on the season. He's playing lights out. He is by far and away the best player in that draft class, and I don't think it's even close. If you asked every GM in the NBA who would you pick out of that class, I guarantee they would all say Cade Cunningham, except for the Rockets GM. He'd say Jalen Green. But even the Cavs GM would say Cade Cunningham.
I think the Rockets GM would still say Cade Cunningham.
I think he would too. He didn't even give him a full max extension.
That's true.
Which, to be fair, I wouldn't have either.
He kind of bet on himself, though. That was on Jalen Green doing that. But Cade's the best. And Bill Simmons, you saying Bill Simmons? No, he doesn't. Bill Simmons is a Detroit hater. He's a Boston Celtics fan. He hates the Pistons.
Obviously.
He hates Detroit, and that's fine because we hate the Celtics too. So
I hate the Celtics.
The Celtics are my most hated NBA team, and it's not even close.
Yeah, apologize. I thought I sent this graphic to you. Shout out to Pistons Talk for making the graphic, but yeah. I love Evan Mobley. I've been a big Evan Mobley guy. I liked Evan Mobley before the draft even. When I first started covering the Pistons down in the basement for DSA, Detroit Sports Association, and he's just not the guy you build around. It's everything you guys just said. He is a great addition too, but he's never the building piece to build around. Otherwise, I know they're off to a hot start right now, but they would have done something by now. I'm talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've had him for a few years now, and you add Donovan Mitchell to that mix.
Yes, they have 2 all-star guards, exactly.
Yeah. I do like, again, that's the only guy in this draft class I see as something to build around. I like Scotty still, too. I'd move Scotty up over Jalen Suggs.
I would still move Jalen Green up, honestly.
I still like Suggs. I like Jalen Johnson. This was a damn good draft class. That top 10 is insane, actually, if we're looking at it.
I thought Suggs was high at 3. I looked at his
Suggs very high at 3.
Yeah, I don't like that. at all. But I think Evan Mobley would honestly be a great Batman to Cade Cunningham. You know, if you think about it. Yeah. Oh my God. My bad. We were talking about Batman so much earlier. Yeah, I think he would actually be a great Robin to what Cade Cunningham does as a player. You know, but I don't think he could ever be the number one on a championship team. Yeah. And I think Cade Cunningham can, and that's the difference in these two. If maybe one day if they couldn't fucking pay him, I would, try to sell the bank for him. But
trust me. Remember the first year, Cade's rookie year, they were doing the Rising Stars Challenge, and he was throwing lobs to Mobley.
Yes, bro.
I was like, start that recruiting process, Cade.
Man.
Like, because he's also Evan Mobley too. Like his growth this year, I've been watching a lot of Cavs because I have Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell on my big money fantasy league team. Nice. So I've been watching a lot of Cavs. Plus, they're a good team to watch. But the thing I've seen from Mobley this year is he's shooting the three actually pretty decently. He's not shooting a large sample, but he is shooting it efficiently. And he's also flashed that good playmaking pass as a roll man, or he's flashed a little bit of playmaking that I really, really like from him. So pairing him with a point guard, an elite guard like Cade Cunningham, which he definitely has an elite guard in Donovan Mitchell and a damn good guard in Darius Garland. He's a Robin. He's not a Batman. It's very hard to build around the center archetype. The only one that's been successful, I keep going back to it, as a number one on a championship team, is Jokic. And what is Jokic? He is an incredibly offensive-centric big man. He's not a defensive big man like Evan Mobley is. So the days of building around a Tim Duncan, a Kevin Garnett, the NBA is just in a different place. And I think while those players are still obviously transcendent and valuable today, I just don't think they're the number one guy on a championship team. I think you need the pieces around them in order to win.
He'd have to be able to take the ball down the court.
Yeah.
And then
he'd have to be able to create his own shot.
Yeah.
Damn, somebody whooped Jay Leno's ass?
I think he could. It's just speculation. He said he fell on a hill.
Yeah.
I think he can create his own shot, but again, I just don't think he's like.
Well, there was. If you read the tweets, it was.
What are the tweets?
There was a dark conspiracy, like he's like in debt with the mafia. And, yeah.
Oh.
Because he was in a car accident before too, quote unquote.
He does have a shit ton of really nice cars.
Yeah,
like a lot.
Yeah,
he's got like one of the best car collections like in the world.
Yeah. Good for him.
I mean, not if he's in gambling debt.
It's a heavy speculation.
Dude, it looks like I just see the because I'm trying to.
I doubt the guy with that car collection is in gambling debt. He probably takes good care of his money.
I'm trying to see if they announced Skubal winning the Cy Young yet.
Yeah, I was ready. I was getting ready.
By the way, happy birthday, Tarek Skubal.
Happy birthday, Tarek Skubal. 1996, two legends were born, Spencer Exter and Tarek Skubal.
Better keep them.
Yeah, they announced Chris Sale won for the NL, but they haven't announced the AL yet.
What a fucking day, mate. Your birthday, you win the Cy Young on your birthday. Your first Cy Young on your birthday?
Did you guys see who shouted him out?
Big Cat.
No.
Happy Tarek Skubal win Cy Young Day for all those who celebrate.
That's not who you're talking about?
No, which
former teammate.
You guys know the backstory on that one?
I did see it. Aaron Judge.
No, former teammate.
Former teammate Jack Flaherty to talk about it again, boys. He keeps on talking about these Tigers. No, but do you guys know the Big Cat story on that one?
No.
When they were in town for the draft, some guy came in and handed Big Cat a writing on a paper, and it was Tarek Skubal Cy Young. He met him, handed him Tarek Skubal Cy Young on a paper, like the odds or whatever it was. He took it that day.
No way.
Big cash to win Tarek Skubal Cy Young.
Damn, that's hype.
To begin the season?
Yeah.
At the NFL draft
was in April, right? April 15th.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the Tarek. So he's been pulling for Tarek Skubal all year to win the Cy Young.
Is he a Cubs fan or a White Sox fan? Probably
Cubs. No, it's Cubs, and I think he has tickets.
Yeah, he's probably a Cubs fan. Nobody's a White Sox fan.
That's fair.
Let's go to break. We'll come back.
Southside sucks.
Hopefully they announce Tarek Skubal winning the Cy Young by then. Happy birthday to the real Cy Young. If he doesn't win it, we're gonna storm the Capitol.
Also, we need to find who did that and get him on.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Yeah, if you're out there, guy who gave Big Cat Skubal Cy Young odds, shoot us a DM. But we'll come right back. But we're talking about Planet Fitness first. Planet Fitness, the home of the judgment-free zone. You can get a full-body workout in 30 minutes in a friendly, judgment-free atmosphere. And all memberships include fitness training. But if you want the good stuff, you want the perks, you got to upgrade to the Black Card, get you some amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,500 locations worldwide. Planet Fitness, where fitness is essential.
Okay, because you have a hot girl on your arm. Now Woodward Sports and Les Stanford want to reward you for outkicking your coverage.
I am ugly as by traditional standards.
That's right. If your significant other's hotter than you could win tickets to the Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So find the best pic of her with the average-looking you and post it on X or Instagram.
You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. You ugly.
Make sure you tag at Woodward Sports and follow us Twitter. We'll announce the winner November 25th. Then you and your much better-looking lady will get tickets to watch Dan Campbell and the Kneecappers.
We're going to buy the kneecap off.
Inside of Ford Field on Thanksgiving. So find the best pic of her and the worst pic of you. And show us all how you outkicked your coverage.
Your mama said you ugly. Hey.
From Woodward Sports and Les Stanford.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
New Detroit shirt designs, new graphic, new merch. Check out WoodwardSports.com. Click that shop tab today. Get yourself some brand new merch. They got all the dopest designs in Detroit. Get yourself the ultimate Detroit swag with Woodward Sports by clicking that shop tab today.
They still haven't announced it. Why would they? I guess it's because this one is
Cool.
Dramatic pause.
Yeah, more contested.
Is it?
Is it?
Not really.
Yeah, let's say.
Like Class A is
Class A and Burns, or who's the other guy?
it's Class. The finalists are Class A, Burns, and Schoolboy.
It's not
Not
contested.
close.
It can't be.
Shouldn't be.
There's no way a closer
It
gets
can't
the
be.
fucking
He
Cy
won the
Young.
Triple Crown.
Yeah, no, it's him.
Like they both Cy Youngs would be both Triple Crown winners.
They're saving it for prime time. It's going to announce at 7 or 8.
And then they announced the contract extension.
Which is weird though. If they wait.
That would be
They
nice.
need to. Unless you're going to trade him.
God damn.
No, stop that. Let's not do that again.
I mean, now it's really looking like they're not going to pay him.
They still got a couple. They don't have to pay him yet.
Is it a couple years or just this
Yeah,
year?
They still got 2 years. I think 2 or 3 years. Of team
2
control.
years.
Oh. Or what? He just sits out? Like, what's
He's
the
not
He
pressure?
hits the open market, and then you're going up against the
But why offer
Dodgers
the
and the
contract
Yankees.
now then?
Because you're
then
the
you're
only
gonna-
one who can offer him a contract right now.
But why not wait the year?
Because then you're going to go up against the Dodgers and the Yankees to go outbid them.
Yeah. Oh.
And what if he wins the Cy Young
this one's
again?
the open market.
What if he
Got
wins
ya.
the Cy Young again next year?
Yeah.
And you got to pay him an extra fucking $20 million.
But, so would that void the 2 years of team control, or would that just tack on?
No, tack on.
Okay. Yeah, then do it now.
All right. Asar Thompson signed to the G League today.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good.
That is cool. I thought it was pretty cool. Just keeping you guys up in the loop. And not much to speak on it. I guess if we were to make a segment of it, how long do you think he's there?
So
A week, 2 weeks? We'll play like 4 or 5 games.
yeah, I would say 2 to 3 weeks. I think it's going to be a little bit longer because JB came out and said that they are going to be cautious with this. They said we don't have a timeline. We just have to, when we know he's ready to go, we'll let him go. So they're just putting him in the G League, evaluating him. That's why I do think it is going to be a couple weeks, a 2-3 week, maybe even a month stint. Probably not a month, but somewhere in that time frame, because I think they're really gonna test and make sure his conditioning is right, because this is obviously a serious injury that he's coming back from. So I think they're going to be cautious about it. That seems to be their game plan. But they have no timetable. That's the latest statement.
Tell you what, like obviously was a big Asar fan last year.
Yeah.
Ball Asar.
At least I liked what he brought. I think it'd be a piece, right, to go win it all. But Ron Holland makes that loss a lot sweeter. I love Ron Holland.
Ron Holland's fun to watch.
Like
I want them together.
He's a crash out.
I don't know if all of them together. I don't know if you can do anything offensively efficiently enough with the two of them on the floor, but
But imagine having a Ron Holland on the floor the entire game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then bringing in Asar.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like Ron Holland and Asar do both similar things very well. Yeah. So imagine having that guy on the floor the entire game.
Yeah.
I think Ron Holland's more efficient offensively.
I think Asar's better defensively.
He is better defensively. But I think it's an offensive game.
Yep.
I mean, JB Bickerstaff sees it as a defensive game.
No,
but Asar's going to get a lot of run for this team.
Yeah. A guy like Asar is going to play a lot for JB Bickerstaff. He's a defensive guy. Hell, at the beginning of this year, we were saying bury Stu on the bench, trade him for a first-round pick, and now look at him. Because of the grit that he brings, JB likes that, and he's now outplaying Jalen Duren for the starting position. So a defensive guy like that, JB Bickerstaff is going to give him a long leash and definitely a chance to prove himself. But Easy, the one thing I say to you, which I get it because I feel the same sentiments. Like, he does have to obviously shoot to stay on the floor, especially for longer periods of time. But the one caveat I'll say is that the spacing, although it's not what we expected it to be, Tech and Tobias mainly are not shooting that well this season. But this team is still way better shooting than they were last year, way more floor spacing. So there will be more options with Tim Hardaway, with Malik Beasley, with Cade Cunningham, with an improved shooting Ivy. There will be more space for Asar. So I think, it's not ideal to play him and Holland together right now.
He's talking together.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general, there's going to be more opportunities for him, and he's going to look better just by natural of having a better floor spacing. That's where I'm at with him.
Who do you think has a better career, end of the day?
I don't know, because I could see Asar. I could see a range of outcomes from him. I could see him being like a very different style player, but like a Robert Horry, like an ultimate glue player that is on a team that wins lots of championships. I can see him being that just absolutely necessary piece. And Ron Holland, I could see a world in which he's a damn good starter on a team for a lot of years. So I don't know. I think Asar has a higher upside, so I'm going with Asar because his elite defense and all he has to do is put together the shooting. Ron Holland has to, in my opinion, get better defensively. He's good, but get better defensively and get better offensively. I think Asar, if he just figures out how to hit an open jump shot, he's going to be a superstar.
So we know the numbers, Chris. We ain't seen anybody jump too high as.
I feel you, but Ron Holland's not that far off from where Asar is when we're talking about shooting.
I'll have to pull the numbers. What up, Chris?
What you just said there, Chris, got me going a little bit because it's like you talk about the upside of these players. You talk about a Robert Horry, and then you talk about a really, really quality starter in the NBA and Asar and Holland. But my question to you is what's their most realistic ceiling? I mean, you just said Robert Horry as an Asar. As a realistic player in the NBA, you're telling me Asar Thompson is Kawhi Leonard. That's a realistic what I should expect. Chris, you were the ones that said you were the highest on him.
Yeah.
What is honestly, what can I actually expect out of these guys as Detroit Pistons and not this pipe dream upside ceiling that we continuously talk about with these guys?
Expect like prime Kawhi Leonard and Jimmy Butler out there together. Like that's
mixed with a little Steph.
Yeah, mixed with Steph Curry.
No, honestly, the one I have right now is and he's a damn good player. He just didn't stay healthy. Is Jonathan Isaac. I think Jonathan Isaac
for Ron or for Asar?
For Asar, like an absolute DPOY candidate. Like Jonathan Isaac, if he didn't have his injuries,
dude,
he was
stay healthy to save his life.
He would have been a absolute beast defensively. He probably would have got a DPOY by now. So I see that as a very realistic path for Asar, and I think that's. Yeah, like I said, the realistic, but he's got higher upside than that.
Tyler Chauvet says a superior OG Anunoby.
OG's shown a little bit of more offensive bag than I thought he was going to have, but defensively, yes, I think he's already on the OG Anunoby level defensively. So I could see it if he puts it together offensively.
The book of Zenock in the Woodward Sports Chat says Asar equals Meta World Peace.
Meta World Peace could shoot.
He can shoot.
Yeah, he was more of a shooter. And Asar, again, he's got that, like Jonathan Isaac, the reason I like that comp is because Jonathan Isaac was also guarding centers. Like, he was guarding 1 through 5s, and we talked about that yesterday, you and I, Spencer, on the Woodward Crash Outs. We were talking about how, like, Asar is just one of the true guys that can guard 1 through 5, and there's not many that can actually do that.
Yeah.
So I stick with Jonathan Isaac, but I don't hate those comps. He has shades of all of those players in him.
I'm going to say for Ron Holland, I'm kind of seeing like a Tony Allen type guy, like an ultimate type defender, but I don't know how high his offensive upside truly is. But he was a quality starter, like you talked about, on a Grizzly team that, was pretty good in the West for a long time.
Yeah.
So I think that's like what I see in Ron Holland.
You have no idea how high I can fly. Let's go to break.
Real quick, Aaron Johnson update on the Sartan stuff. Practice with the Motor City Cruise as part of his return process. He is back up with the Pistons. That's 2 hours after the G League transaction came out.
That was a quick month. Let's go back. Let's go to break. We're gonna come back. We can do some mailbag. Let me tell you.
Time flies.
Time flies. Whole month in the show.
His list says doubtful.
Let me tell you about New Holland Brewing Company. New Holland and Taller Long Drink. They're the best in the game. Support local and just enjoy delicious beverages. It is a grapefruit puree made with New Holland's dry gin. So go try it. It is delicious. You're going to love it. New Holland and Taller Long Drink. Support local and enjoy the best long drink in the game from New Holland.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
The countdown to kickoff is here. Your Detroit Lions are ready for another season of grit. Woodward Sports is your #1 destination for all breaking news and Lions coverage. We are Detroit's #1 sports network. We are Woodward Sports. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Sabbath Coffee Roasters has the best, delicious, locally roasted specialty coffee, and they deliver it right to your door. Just head to SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com. Use code word Woodward to get 25% off your first order. Sabbath Coffee Roasters. Enjoy game day right and support local at SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com.
Well,
Mailbag.
A
couple of them. Danny G. We keep having that Ron Holland stuff. I actually think Ron might have a higher ceiling. I could be wrong. Danny G, though, says, easy. How was meeting Brian Branch and Taryn Arnold yesterday? It was dope. It was very busy. Shout out to Steve over at DC Sports for having us out there. DC
Shout out
Sports,
Steve.
great spot. If you guys are looking for Detroit sports memorabilia, they got jerseys there as well. But Taryn Arnold, everything you see in the interviews, and Brian Branch, just like, I feel like we'd be friends. But I'm also a little bit of a stan. And I'm just hoping that becomes true.
Yeah, you were sweating when you were trying to talk to him. We saw it.
No. But he made my day. He said, I know you.
Giggling and shit.
Come on.
Yeah, oh, no.
Stop.
Yeah.
You're so cute. That was really dope. There's actually an artist out there.
How'd it be like it?
Be fucking.
He didn't even go. You didn't take him.
Dude, he didn't want to go.
Oh my!
And then I want to sit there and fight with him. And then I also it turned into like a work thing. So I'm like, I don't know.
You didn't take your kid, bro. That was the whole point.
I know.
You should have fucking been here if you didn't take your kid.
Nah, it's still worth going.
Yeah, but
I fucked up though. Right when you said it, I think I told you this last night. Right when you said
you should have took that to great.
I should have went. Here's my number. Let's get you on the show. But that's my fault. Also, Trevor Jones, easy. How was your time at MWT AT&T? It was good. Legends Club, broke some records. They knew me as Poppy Chulo back in the day. Spinny seen some of the videos.
Some of the videos are so fucking funny, dude.
Did some wild shit. Made lots of money. Lots of fucking money. If anybody's listening right now and you have the gift of gab,
I can't believe you didn't even take
and you could sell. I mean, I don't know if it's different from when I was there, but you can make a fuck ton of money working at AT&T authorized retailer.
Yeah, and we'll go out with this. It is official.
5 more minutes.
It is official. Tarek Skubal has won the American League Cy Young Award that was announced by the MLB.
Well,
so all is right in the world. That stupid bum in Cleveland didn't win it, and Tarek Skubal is the best pitcher in baseball all year. He is well deserving of this award. Nothing to say on the top?
Pay the man his money. We knew this was coming.
Yeah.
Not surprised anybody. But now Boris has something to bring to the table to smack Chris Hillers in the face with. Pay this man his goddamn money. Yeah, that's just where I'm at.
Shout out to Tarek Skubal.
The Detroit Tigers never go on this generational run that they went on. This storybook, straight out of a movie run without Tarek Skubal leading the charge for this team. He's the best player in the AL, maybe in baseball, but besides Shohei Ohtani, Tarek Skubal, lock him up long term. You deserve it. I'm so happy that this guy's a Detroit Tiger. Let's roll.
Shout out Gunguy, a late one. Take your pants off.
Revive the Ferndale store, Trevor.
It was very well deserving. We all knew it was going to happen. He won the Triple Crown in the American League. He was like 0.2 away from winning the Triple Crown overall. Chris Sale just barely had a better ERA than him. So shout out to Tarek Skubal. Well deserved. Very well deserved.
What?
Shout out.
Baseball Savant, how do you feel about it?
I thought he was making cousin noises.
I was actually trying to talk.
Jaw got locked up or some shit.
Like I'm hungry or something.
Try to bite your shoulder.
He wants food. He wants food.
You forgot to feed it. All right, that'll do it for us today. Shout out to Skubal. Shout out to all you guys. Make sure you smash that like button. For Easy, for Nick, for Chris, I am Spencer with the Heavyweights. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.